Hey, it's us! We're back! It's we, the I messed it up that time. It's we, the we were going to be for a while. I gotta nail it.
Nice.
I'm gonna make it into an opening thing.
One of these days.
One of these days.
You'll do it.
We're back for session 2 of Gilligan's Grave, a tale of Somnus Domina, the latest in our Nat19 campaigns taking place in our heckin' titular setting, Somnus Domina. And I'm here with all these wonderful people. Hello, wonderful people. They all know you from last time, but everyone say hi at once.
Hi!
Wonderful. That was great. Heckin'. Really quick, I want to just own up to a mistake I made last time. I've already owned up to the mistake effectively before stream. Uh-oh. Oh, that's the Red Bull coming back to get me. Okay.
There it is.
Uh-oh.
Last time, I put the wrong thumbnail up. I meant to put up the one that our thumbnail artist Sid gave us, but instead I accidentally threw up the placeholder thumbnail that I gave to Sid as an example of where the art should go. So, fun fact, this was supposed to be the thumbnail. There's that. There's Lilia in Sid's style.
Beautiful.
I wanted
cutie patootie.
I wanted to be shown in full because it's so pretty. I didn't want it to only be the YouTube thumbnail.
Yeah!
The detail on their cape and everything. Oh my God.
What? It's amazing.
Oh, everyone loves the Wilhelm scream, but nobody ever gives that particular sound enough credit.
Nice, nice.
All right,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take that down now because this week though we have Desmond. All right,
Desmond!
Alrighty. I'm gonna roll a d6.
Also, so beautiful.
I'm gonna roll a d6. I am a 6 on it. Whoever I roll, you are going to tell me a little bit about what happened last time, and you're gonna try to keep it as succinct and entertaining as possible. You ready? All right. Oh yes, before I do this, one more thing. We are getting original music made for the campaign. We have a bunch of songs. The one that is in the background right now, that's ours. We and the person that makes the music, we own that. However, the soundtrack is being built, so we are gonna mix in some royalty-free music this week. So if you hear certain tracks and later on you're like, oh, heckin', if they ever release these, where are they? Some of the stuff you're gonna hear, not ours. Most of it, ours. Anyways, who's gonna tell us what happened last time? It's gonna be Justice.
All right. Hey, what happened last time? So, last time we were here, we got together. Everybody was starting to wake up on this bright and beautiful underground day. And we all got together and started our adventure into the underground to search for a council member.
Effectively, governor.
Okay, governor. That's the one I was looking for. I can never remember the word.
You're doing great. You got this. You're doing amazing.
We're doing great here. Oh, so as we're going into the underground, deeper past Deep River Pit, we come to a deeper and darker area, and because none of us have dark sight, we got ambushed after Pepper fell down a slide into. It wasn't. No, not at all. Into a pit where a bunch of spiders and bats started to attack us. We got them killed. Everybody had a part. I finished out the last running away spider bug animal thing. I don't know what it was. Give me a name.
Cave Fishers.
It was a cave.
Cave
I
Fisher.
forgot
Thank
that
you.
name too. Don't even worry about it.
I'm trying my best here. The Cave Fisher, and I got it with a nice little electric shot. That was beautiful. It was cool.
Sick.
It's pretty sick, and that's where we have finished out. Smile.
Smile.
Wink.
That was really good. Yay!
Indeed.
Yeah! Way to fucking go!
I'm gonna switch us over to
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Boom.
Thank God,
Oh.
it's me.
What's up?
The extra-dimensional being that controls Desmond. What's the name of the governor of Worldtown again?
Oh yeah.
Rose.
Conglo. Dermot.
Conglo.
I was so
okay.
wrong.
Rose is a different one.
Okay. At least I'm.
The goblin governor of Worldtown Conglodermati is the one that went missing that you guys are trying to find. As a general reminder of exactly what happened in that situation, a family member of theirs, a cousin of theirs, and their family were... The cousin was found dead. The cousin's family had gone missing, and the governor took a little entourage to head down to a Hollowyard to properly bury him and to have a funeral for him. And the issue is that they have not gotten word back from them, and they have not returned for several days past when they expected to have them back. So they've sent you guys to try to find them, get word on what's going on, possibly escort them back, whichever. Given that there's been some disappearances in the cave, some people go traveling, and given that there's been some untoward things with bodies going missing and whatnot from grave sites, there's a slight drive for higher security than usual, which is why a fairly large group of you have been sent. With that said, I'm going to switch to one of our royalty-free tracks, which I'm not specifying at all because I want people to not ask where they can get it later.
Damn.
Hecking. Kaboom. We're going to come back in. You guys just finished the battle in the cave. You are just about at the end of the first day of a 2-day trip of 2 days of travel going down. You've already eaten and had your food. You have had your food and your water for the day. By the way, everybody, I should note every day that you're down here for your water skins, it actually should take 2 of the ticks off of them. I was slightly yes, because you need a gallon of water each day, and a water skin holds half a gallon.
We were fine yesterday since we were traveling along the river most of the day anyways.
Yeah.
Not being able to
Yeah.
see makes me so thirsty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you guys,
Glug, glug,
sorry,
glug.
yeah, right. You guys didn't need it because you were traveled by the river, so you could refill it. You're correct. But just in future, so you know, I changed them out to say half gallon. Heck, it takes 2 of those every day of travel. You do not find another source of water, but you can forage for water. It's your call. That said, we're coming back in at the exact same moment. Just for fun, I'll throw the map back up. Hold on a mo.
Preach.
Where is it?
Thank you.
I was like, huh?
Just give me
Help!
give me 1 tick to throw that back
I need
up.
some help over here, please.
Look, Gordon. Rob, help me, Gordon.
Yeah, dude.
Help me, Gordon. Please.
Here you go.
Nice.
Kaboom. I'm gonna leave it on this view for now since we're not in combat. You guys come back in. We are at that exact same moment. You guys all finally take a breath after having encountered the cave fishers. An unexpected but not unknown threat in the caves below. Dealing with things like this is part of your jobs. The only
for
torch
yourself.
remains on Pepper.
Is there
Can-
any
you
ability for
guys
me to light one?
Oh, absolutely.
Get back up, or like, should we come down?
Can I just light a torch so I can know what I'm seeing?
Should be under
Yeah,
one.
yeah, go ahead.
Should be under one of your headings. You should be able to. Where should be under adventuring supplies? You have torch. There should be a button.
Yeah.
If you click it, it'll throw one onto you.
Bink. Oh,
And then,
Wah!
and then I ticked off one for you. That'll last an
Holy
hour.
crap, I'm so close to the edge, I gotta back up.
No, we'd prefer to come up, I think.
Okay.
Up is good.
You want us to just wait here?
I think we're just gonna
we'll
wait
just
up
wait
here.
there.
Okay. How you doing, Scarn?
You know, I'm doing pretty good, honestly.
Yeah?
You chilling?
You're not like too hurt or anything?
Personally, I'm doing pretty good. Kind of tanky, but you know, a little bit off the top.
Okay, yeah, you seem real cool.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for helping.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. So starting from the shortest and making our way to the tallest, this shouldn't be a hard thing to understand. We will make our way up the 5-foot incline.
She's got a little torch
God.
just guiding people.
All right. Whoa. Oh, right. I'm the shortest, right?
You're not.
All right.
Actually,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
right. I forget.
I think our grizzled, stubbled war hero is actually the shortest of the group.
Oh, I'm already at the top. I zoom up the side way faster than
already
you'd
up at the top.
expect.
Oh, shit.
So short, you didn't even notice him leave.
It's one of those like, oh, the shortest. Bing, bing, bing. What?
Yeah,
Oh my God,
like
God.
I said, the shortest one here.
Just turns to you. He just turns to you on the bottom. Desmond's just like, "No, I'm already up there." She's like, "What?" Looks up there, and you're just up on top.
Dusting my hands
Told you.
Yeah. What do you think I said, Lily? I clearly said the shortest one here, right?
Damn.
All right, give me
All
a
right.
hand.
You all clamber your way back up there without issue. You actually, fun fact, I actually dropped you onto the wrong part of the map, technically. Before, remember when I had that
There.
issue where everyone fell off of it? The actual path you were on is up here.
Oh, so we fell.
Oh.
Yeah, but at the point that I dropped you guys back onto the map, the difference didn't really matter. You guys all get back up there. You'll notice, like I said, that path is a lot more narrow. Getting across like here was the issue you had before. But yeah, you guys get all get up there, away from the cave fisher nest, the dead bodies of the cave fishers and the many bats lay strewn about. You're about at the end of your day. It is currently, I don't know why it's been doing this. It is currently, you estimate to be sometime in the AM of Thursday, technically the day after you started traveling. You're hitting the point where if you don't stop traveling to rest, you might become exhausted.
Oh.
EP.
We should find a spot and set up camp.
That's probably a good idea.
I won't be too useful if I don't take a good little rest.
Is there anywhere that's not terrifying, surrounded by monsters, where we could take a rest?
No.
Oh.
I believe we're in caves. It's gonna be surrounded by monsters at most points.
Part and parcel with the job. You'll get used to it.
I'll get used to that. That's awful.
The second thing you said is correct. The first thing is not.
But that I don't want to get used to that? That is correct. I know I don't want to get used to that.
Oh, I thought you said you won't. I was like, well, you will.
No, I
You
said
don't
I don't
have
want to.
Well, you cannot want to all you want. I don't want to either.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess we should go try find somewhere at least a little bit safe, I guess.
All right. Well, if you guys were to explore a little bit ahead, get out of here, you guys use your natural understanding of the way the caves tend to form down here. And as you proceed forward, you do end up finding a clearing that is in such a place that you feel that it is defensible. Does not appear to be infested by creatures. It's just a slightly larger cave hollow where if you wanted to, for example, build a fire out of materials, you know that the smoke wouldn't just pile into the area
Choke
you're
us
in.
out,
Yeah.
Don't want to die.
And such. If
Yeah,
you
but
guys
check
wish
out.
to take your 8 hours to rest, you find a place where you can. Not on this map. Goodbye.
Hell yeah.
map. I'll leave.
Handshake, rest. All right.
I'll miss you,
That's-
man.
Yeah.
Okay. For the purposes of this, because justice would be, I think, possibly new to some of this, but I'm.
What I do this time?
I would like to know what order. How do you guys want to do watches? There's 5 of you. The way watches work for the unenlightened is there are 4 2-hour periods. In order to benefit from the rest, you must rest for 6 hours of the 8 hours that you rest, unless a feature says otherwise. So every watch is a 2-hour period in which somebody stays awake and keeps an eye on things. There's 5 of you. So basically the way this is probably going to be is that one watch is going to have 2 people and the rest are all going to be a person. How do you guys want to handle them? In what order would you like to? And once you tell me, I'm probably going to stick to that order unless ever told otherwise.
Every sleeper should go first.
Justice, do you trance or no?
You do.
Ah.
Well, you sleep for
four.
less.
Yeah.
Lilia also has meditative sleeper, so she only needs 4 hours to gain the benefits of a
Okay.
long rest.
So Lilia can be on an extra watch, and Skarn can be on all of them. But
Yeah.
he is, and he can also finish it in 4 hours. During those 4 hours, however, he does have to be in a meditative state where your passive perception will be -5. Well, we'll be lowered by 5.
Oh.
So just be aware. So basically, for half of them, your watch is not as good, but for the other half, you can watch normally.
Oh.
Okay, if for those halves that you know, half percepted, someone else is kind of just holding me up. That's good.
So basically, we got Lilia can be on one half, Skarn can be fully on one half, and everybody else has to pick a slot. So where do you guys want to do?
I'll do a watch on my own. I don't mind.
That's so brave of you.
Pick a number between
I
1
know.
through 4.
Oh, 3.
I was gonna go with 18, but you got it.
Nice.
Desmond, pick a number between 1 through 4.
I'll take the first watch.
1. And Lawrence.
37.
Lawrence.
I wanna watch with Desmond.
Okay. So we have 2 people on watch 1, 1 person on watch 3. For the sake of convenience, Lilia, which half do you want to be your watch? First half or second half?
She'll go for second half.
Okay, so you start with watch 3. Skarn, which one do you want to be more alert for? Do you want to be the other one that Lilia didn't just pick, so first half?
Yeah, I'll go for first half.
Okay. So just to be clear about how this is going to go down, this is how I'm going to remember it from now on.
Okay.
The first watch will have Lawrence and Desmond and Skarn. The second watch will be just Skarn. Skarn will then be active in the whole second half, but he will have lower passive perception. Third watch will be Lilia and Pepper. And then fourth watch will be Lilia and half perceptive Skarn. That is how we will go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. And as we-
Also, oh, sorry.
oh, go ahead.
I would like to. I have a ritual spell I have to cast, or I would like to cast during this time, so that takes an hour. I don't know if I can do that during my
You can do that
watch,
during your
but-
your.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Pog.
Absolutely.
thank you.
Could you let me know which? Oh, I guess we'll get there. Mind you, this first
Yeah.
watch is going to be pretty quick. I'm surmising. So we're going to use passive perceptions during these. So you guys do not have to actually roll stuff for the purposes of what we're doing. What are all your passive perceptions?
Oh shit, mine's not good.
Here's going to be one of those times where I look at the party and I'm like,
I'm so used to having insane passive perception. Like,
My
oh,
Interesting.
perception says 13.
Not good.
it's true.
mine's a 10.
You have the highest, Lilia.
Wow, 13 is our highest?
It's
Damn,
true. Oh,
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
stuff's going to sneak up on you guys basically whenever I wanted to. That's great.
Our eyes are terrible, y'all. We can't see
Hey,
dick.
Carrie, we're matching.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, we live in a place where there's not a lot of stuff happening, all right?
Yeah.
Looks at camera.
I said it was.
I'm a humanoid species based on prey animal. What do you want from me?
Damn.
So I'm going to roll.
I was raised by prey animals.
I'm going to roll a D100.
Oh.
And who knows what will happen as a result of it? Who could say?
Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Let the gods take us.
Yeah!
So, as you guys begin it, Skarn, Lawrence, Desmond, you guys are all active and awake during the first 2-hour period. Is there anything that you guys would like to do, like to talk about, like to prepare? What would you like to get done during these 2 hours? Now, you have to take general rest. If you engage in anything strenuous, it could ruin your whole rest, just as a note. But strenuous, being anything more than walking around, talking, reading, performing tasks. If you like,
work. And...
yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
like if we're
bust it
like, let's
down?
spar, like during the fucking, yeah. Yeah.
Just busting it down for no reason.
Fuck
Skarn's
yeah.
just in the corner cutting backflips.
Damn, look at him go.
Desmond's just gonna do general equipment maintenance. He's gonna be checking his firearm. He goes, making sure everything's not like loose in its bags.
Gotcha.
I'm like watching him fucking checking his firearm so I know how to do it when I eventually get my own.
When we eventually give the child a gun.
When do I get a gun?
Skarn's actually just like gargoyle mode, very much watching, but like looks like he's asleep, but like scanning constantly, eyes open, but just statue mode.
Skarn, are you okay?
Watching, waiting, looking.
Oh, okay. Desmond, that guy's really intense.
I wouldn't know anything about being intense.
Ah, nobody's any fun.
One day you'll get like this, kid. You'll figure it out.
Nah, I'm always gonna be real cool.
Who said I'm not cool?
No, you're really cool.
Sick.
Yeah. I feel like we continue on like this.
Yeah, it's basically that for hours.
Yeah.
It's the Tales of game where sometimes you take a rest and like a really cool event happens, and sometimes characters are like, these potatoes are great.
Yo, yeah, for real.
All right. Second watch happens. Skarn. So yeah, that watch goes by with nothing really major happening during it. You at a few times you hear noises coming from deeper inside the caves, but those of you who live here, you know the area well enough to know that they sound very far away. You can tell the difference. You're better at telling direction in these tunnels than normal people would be, because you hear this way all the time. You hear a couple noises. You occasionally do hear a distant reverbing coming from an unknown place,
I hate it.
but it's not
I hate
alarming
that
to
so
you.
much.
Well, a little bit.
No,
tolerance.
it's alarming to me. I don't like it.
I
Yeah,
shouldn't tell you if it alarms you.
yeah.
You think it's really cool.
That's neat. It's cool.
really
You decide to get up and go investigate.
No.
Watch ends. Skarn, you then enter into the watch that you spend alone, and could I presume that you basically spend the same?
A similar idea. This time, yeah, just more intensive, like truly watching like everybody's gone to sleep, so he's locked in, kind of just scanning everything.
Gotcha.
Generally trying to perceive.
So Skarn,
No dark vision.
I'd like you to roll me a D100.
You
Oh, no.
son of
Thank you.
bitch.
If
It's that last one, isn't it?
yeah, just pick it up.
I
And drop
believe
it
in you.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Ooh.
Okay.
So you know, a fun fact about D100s is lower is usually better.
Oh.
Well, you are beginning to take this rest. I need to find something real quick.
So I'm just double checking. Who's awake right now? Who's
Just
on watch? Is
Skarn.
this just Skarn? Uh-oh.
Everybody else is asleep. Skarn is in his second half.
Oh God.
Sick nasty. Oh, lit. You know, the gods hate me. It's fine.
You can wake us up. If you are in so much danger, you can get us.
Oh no, I know.
I'm letting you know.
Oh, I know.
Where is it?
I'll make it loud enough.
Just fucking. Ah! Like, just-
Don't even have to just activate.
So,
Damn.
while you are staying awake and watching the caves, you find yourself not dozing off, but just your focus wanes at one point. The flickering firelight that you guys have lit to give you heat and a little bit of light while you rest bounces off the caves in odd ways. Some parts of the cave walls are a bit slicker than others, causing the light to bounce in ways that your eye sometimes defocuses, and you find yourself relaxing and then snap yourself back to it. But during one of these, as you listen to the sounds of the cave and your vision sort of blurs out for a second, you get this pain, this sharp, almost splinter-like pain. Very mild, but very focused. Again, splinter-like. Not incredibly painful, but so centralized to a place in your chest that it catches your attention, as just a little bit offset from the center of your ribcage on the left, you get this just mild stabbing pain very quickly, as if a pin had struck into your chest.
Lit.
God.
And as it does,
Sick nasty.
sick nasty indeed, And as it does, you hear words echoing through the caves, reverberating in a way that they seem to come from one direction and then another, seemingly bouncing around, but at the same time being ethereal, wispy, almost as if these words are coming to you upon invisible plumes of smoke passing into you. It fills your body as you just hear this distant Samame in Amaritudunde Anime Iostorum. These words that you don't recognize directly as being any language that you've heard, fading in and out. Sanguinem meam arefeshiem et colisce susapeame domine in mortue. And as you listen to them, they become more and more distant. And you realize that as you've been hearing them, you've been feeling cold, and you only realize this because the heat of the fire returns.
Hey, let me slap Lily awake real quick. I'm just like, hey, Lily, hey.
Keep your voice down. Kid's sleeping. Rolls over.
Oh,
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Anna,
Lilia
no.
seems too fast asleep to awaken at this moment.
Word lit.
They're caught in their meditation.
Yeah.
Oh, sick
Trying to wake
nasty
her up.
off.
Yeah, just shaking her like crazy.
All right. Can't get the active one. Hey, oldest. Hey, Desmond. Hey.
Oh, yeah, what?
Sorry to wake you during your sleep. You know anything about cold feelings in your body after a sharp pain in your chest and you hearing ethereal, ghostly noises of ethereal voices from languages that you do not speak of?
Not in the way I think you mean.
Great. Sorry to wake you, bud.
No, it's fine. You all right?
No, I'm doing great. No, don't worry about it. Go on and go on to sleep. No.
He says he shifts. You see his hand is on his gun under his under his bedroll.
All right, so I just gotta kind of deal with this myself. That's great. That's lovely. Is there anything that I can do to kind of figure this out personally?
You do not have a means to translate the language,
Yeah, no, I wasn't getting there.
but given the words you heard, I want you to do two things for me. Let's say. The first thing, I want you to roll me a perception check to see how many of the actual words you caught, as opposed to it just being kind of a mass of vowels.
Yeah. Okay. So just roll on perception.
Yep, just roll me a perception check.
Got this, boy.
10.
Okay.
10. All right. So nothing.
And then there's a couple words in there that you know that there's a few ancient languages that served as the underpinning of a lot of old chants and whatnot. The literal equivalent of Latin, Old Common, effectively. And in your brain, you're like, some of that sounded kind of like that. Like it didn't sound like primordial or infernal or other things that you're like, I would know the characteristic placement of certain things. That sounded like common but old. So I'd like you to now roll me a intelligence, let's say a history check, to see if you can just sort of suss out you heard some of the words, to see if you're like, that sounds kind of like how if you heard Lordess, your brain would be like, Lord, All
right.
Just roll me a history check to see if you can just suss out if any of it meant anything.
Negative
I'm so
one to
sorry, I was in the
history.
potty.
Oh, that's rough. Oh.
So there's only a okay. There are 4 words that maybe you could equate to modern common. I want you to pick a number between 1 and 4, and I'll tell you one of them.
3.
3.
Yeah.
All right. 1, 2. So, ironically, because of what I said, so Domine. You heard Domine, and you vaguely pull out of the ether. You're like, I know that word. It means lord of, but it means it in the connotations of like ruler of, like conceptual ruler of, as in like, it's not like, if you were to hear like Domine Fira, it wouldn't be like, you know, lord of fire. It would be like controller of fire, embodiment of fire. But you suss out the term Domine.
Interesting. About this here young pain in my chest.
That has subsided.
Okay. That's just gone?
Yep.
All right. And I just like, there's no visible exterior anything on me. Like a bite.
Nope, doesn't seem to be. Nothing that wasn't there before. You got a few scars on your body from, you know, previous altercations and monster fights.
Yeah,
but
no, like that's life.
as you look at it, there's nothing really that seems to be there. No bite, no blood, no mark.
Lit. So we're the embodiment of anime. That's cool. That's cool.
You nailed it. Good.
You know, I'm just gonna rock it, you know. I'm just gonna rock this. This is gonna go in the vault, and no one's ever gonna ask me about this. It's gonna come out on the deathbed to my grandchildren.
Choose to tell
I know
us
that
about
you
it.
talked
You don't
to-
have to keep
I love
it
that you
secret.
talked to Desmond, but I'm just imagining like a fucking Dungeon Messi situation of you just standing there kind of stone-eyed, like eyes looking back and forth, no major reaction as words echo around you. Then as they stop and as a mist clears, just a moment of silence and... Well, repressing that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Is there
That's
anything
basically
you,
exactly what happens?
you're going to choose to move on from that and just put that somewhere in the back of your head and then get to your
I'm just
rest?
gonna put that in the journal, make it, you know, I took my notes. I'm chilling, you know?
All right.
Loving it.
Pepper and Lilia, you are woken up as a somewhat rattled but coping Skarn crosses his legs, folds, gets into a meditative position, and heads into his subconscious, where I'm sure he wants to be right now, as you guys
man.
are woken
It's
up.
like I was just out cold for 4 hours and was unresponsive. I'm so sorry.
No problem, I'm going by.
Oh man. I guess you sleep really heavy, huh?
What creeped in his crawly?
The Windows non-response sound, just the ding plays. Pepper.
Maybe he'll.
Sorry, go ahead.
Hmm?
Go ahead, Lilia.
He's like, oh, maybe he'll talk about it later. Maybe.
I don't know. You know him better than I do.
Could you turn your game down a bit, Braden? You're clipping.
Yeah, you're going off.
I
yeah.
sure. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sure.
I actually had to turn you down a
Is
bit
this better?
earlier whenever you were gasping.
my
So,
gosh.
like, your volume was actually pretty
Sorry.
high today. It's
Oh,
okay.
dear.
These adjustments happen. It's fine.
All right. Is this better? Are still loud?
Yeah, you're good.
You're good. If you clip
Okay.
or whatnot, I'll let you know. Also, everybody, just a little fun fact for everybody.
Oh.
Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? Is it in options? If you open options, and then you see where it says color active character, then there's a little dot.
Yeah. I want my
Yes.
dot to be pink.
I encourage you to change it to a
Aw.
color that you think fits your character.
Oh, Skarn, Skarn.
Because it will then also change your your pointers and such on maps to whatever.
you change the
change.
color? That's
Just
so
click on the
nice.
dot, and it'll open up a swash. And you just click where you want.
It's just like flashing my dice.
Oh.
Flashing your
If you
dice.
right-click your portrait, and then hit set color, is another way you can do it.
Mine's not gonna be too.
Oh, there it is. Wow.
Mm.
Thank you,
Are
Evie.
you figuring it out, Anna?
Yeah, I had it for a second, and then I freaking copied the wrong thing.
Oh,
I'm-
are you
There
like
we go.
bringing in a hex code?
Yeah, I'm getting the hex
There we go.
code because I'm a nerd.
Oh, you're going
There you
hex
go.
coding.
Wow.
I want the
understand
exact
that. No, no,
number,
no, no,
god
no.
damn it.
Mood.
Damn.
I'm hex coding with my own stuff.
I
too.
get that.
There you go.
I
Yeah,
understand.
I'm intimately familiar
She
with
got
hex
a
codes and all of
brand.
this stuff.
I remember all of mine. I have them in a document.
Heckin'.
Yes, oh my god.
So, before we get to anything too context heavy, Pepper, you mentioned that there was a ritual spell that you wanted to cast. So, what did you want? To my recollection about ritual spells, I actually don't direct them very much. It's the spell's time plus 10 minutes, right?
Here it says an hour, and it says it's
So it'd
only
be an hour
ritual.
plus
I'm
10
doing,
minutes.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm doing my fine familiar spell.
Indeed. I had actually
I feel
somewhat
like-
assumed that you had already cast that previously, but if we want to say
Oh!
this is you kind of maybe something happened to it, who knows? So you want to pop into existence one
my God.
one Mr. Tabasco?
Yeah, give me Tabasco.
All right. Lilia.
Oh my god.
There is about an hour you see of Pepper going into their bag and rooting through it and taking out these little incense burners and like putting them in a pattern in front of them and then moving them and shifting them into a different pattern, taking out incense sticks and such, kind of putting them in the fire, lighting it, then getting into a somewhat meditative position, drawing a circle on the ground just with their finger just in the dust and the dirt, just making a somewhat overly complicated arcane circle, and then putting their hands out to it, and you see magical energy beginning to flow into it. And there would be about an hour of this, during which time you can freely talk, just so you know.
Oh, what are you preparing?
I figure we get another buddy up in here and help us with stuff.
Oh, like a familiar?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly
Okay.
like a familiar, actually.
Is it one that can see in the dark? No.
It can hold the torch.
I mean, there's 10 hands among all of us. But what's
To
too
my
much?
recollection,
Yes, they can see in the dark.
yeah, it sure can. It can see in the dark. I forget things so easily nowadays.
No, I get it. That's fair. So, anything I can do to help? Do I help by just being out of the way?
Oh, I mean, having the company's enough help for me. Just
Alrighty.
if I look like I'm forgotten something, I'm just double checking my notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
And did you learn this where you're from, or have you been around?
I've been around, yeah.
Like, around, like, the continent and stuff?
Yeah, Retia. Love it.
Like, everywhere?
Yeah, me and my family travel a lot. I've been to all sorts of places.
Seen all types of people?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Any of them, like, ever stand out to you?
Sure, I mean, lots of people stand out to me.
Cool.
One time. Well. Sorry. She'll like put down the charcoal that she was using, that she kind of started drawing something and kept looking at quizzically. I mean, one time we ran into this whole horde of like hobgoblin folk, and they were just nuts. They were asking us all these different questions. They almost didn't let us pass, but then one of my meemaws just gave them like a shit ton of onions, and they were like, sold! And we kept moving on.
They tend to be the more rowdier of the bunch, yeah.
Yeah, nothing we couldn't handle.
Makes me
What about
wonder.
you?
Well, I mean, tons of people come to the pits. It's
That's what
pretty
I'm
much-
saying. That's why I want to know which one was like the coolest for you.
Let's see. Well, let's see. I've seen a bunch. I've seen your once in a while tiefling. I've seen a couple hobgoblins.
Hadisland.
Aslan? What?
Not T.
Yeah, Hadisland.
I don't fucking remember. I seen the Hadisland.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I saw this like. She looked like a shark. I was like, wow. Never saw a shark out of water before, and she's really nice.
I heard that them sharks can have like so many children.
Can they? Normal sharks can only have like 1 or 2.
Oh, wait, really?
I don't study sharks. I study the pit.
That's fair.
There was one though that super stood out.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But I can't remember too much about them anymore. I remember I saw them though. I know I saw them. But it was like...
Yeah, but like, what stood out?
She just like opens her mouth and she's like...
Oh no.
They were really... I don't remember. I just remember... Like, if I saw them, I'd be able to tell you that's them. But... they...
Like when you're thinking about the details, it can't come to your... It's like on the tip of your tongue, but you can't say it.
Yeah, they... It was when like 10 years ago. My like first time really going in the pits with my dad. The whole thing happened. I kind of like fell through, got separated from everybody. Everybody was panicking and looking for me. And just... I know what I saw. And people believed. It was this really, really pretty flower field. And there was someone there.
Wait, there was a flower field down in the pit?
Yeah.
Kinda seems like flowers need sunlight, right?
I mean, yeah, but they were
that,
all
like,
there.
Common?
No. But I know it wasn't a dream.
Oh, no, I believe you there. The way that magic works. Things happen strange and funky all the time.
Yeah. And I saw them, and they looked at me. And there was just a connection. And then they were gone. And then I could do what I do now. That's why I know it's not a dream or an imagination or daydreaming.
Huh.
But I've never seen that person. And at the time I could remember. But no one said they saw anyone that looked like they did. Not Papa. Not anybody. So I've just been waiting. Maybe there was something here that they really liked. Maybe they actually know where that flower field is. I've never been able to find it.
Seems like you got a lot to look into, hun. But ain't you lucky, though? You know, with the whole being able to do and gestures to your parasol.
I mean, I've heard there are others that are kind of like me. A couple have passed by and said, oh yeah, you know, that must have been, you know, a special awakening. It's activated your epithet. And it's like, so it's destiny.
Yeah, destiny is all about favoring.
I think they were
wonderful. A prince.
I like to think they were a prince.
Like one of them no like noble types?
I don't know. they just seem very regal in how they were presented. I don't know if they are, like, they could be a princess. I mean, if they are a princess, I mean, that could be cool too, but like, they seem more like a prince. But you know, it's okay. We'll figure that out. Because I know I'm destined to see them again. I sound crazy, I'm sorry. Skarn laughed at me when I told him. He was like, there's no flower field in the pits, Lilia.
No, I mean, I believe you. Just be careful with like destiny and all of that. It favors some people, but I don't know. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. I'm sure it's fine. I mean...
Oh, I'm sure it's fine too. They'll come back.
Well, yeah.
It's only been 10 years. What's 10 more? I've been here too long.
You ever think about, like, getting out of the pit?
I've thought about it a couple times. But it's like, what if the moment I leave is the moment they come back?
Yeah. But, like, what have they been doing for the last 10 years while you've been sitting here waiting for them? If they knew you were waiting, why the hell did they let you wait?
I don't know if they know I don't know if they know that I'm waiting.
Well, if they gave you power, kind of seems like they would have power too, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I wish you luck with that. Meeting a prince sounds like a pretty good deal, especially if it gave you that fancy there power.
Yeah.
You really did me a solid out there, and we make a pretty good team.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, huh? Apparently,
Yeah.
there are others that don't quite manifest like mine. Like, some of them are, like, different. I don't know how. I've only ever seen one other person like me.
Huh. Well, they'll have quite the image to put themselves up against, because I've met the best already. If you do leave, you should definitely check out the Gold Plains. They're great.
Are they actually like gold all the time?
Yeah. Like super gold. Like rows and rows of gold. But not like gold, like wheat.
Yeah. It must be like the best weed.
I bet that bread's gotta be good.
Oh, it's gotta be so toasty.
Oh, shit! Toast!
Huh?
Tabasco! Right.
Oh.
I start scribbling again.
As you say this, smoke begins to swirl inward, and like from each of the incense burners you have, like a single line of smoke begins to move inward and coalesce into a single little ball of just this faint mist-like smoke. The smoke from the incense burners ceases, trails into it. It grows into an egg-like shape, which then shifts outwards. Wings unfold from the inside of it and spread out as the smoke takes the form of what appears to be a very small, cat-sized, dragon-looking creature with this like not like slimy or anything, but this almost reflective, scaly red skin. The end of its long, wisping tail has this scorpion-like stinger on the end of it. As it appears, it floats very briefly, as you see. One of these lovely young gentlemen appear. Gets down on the ground, it raises up one of its claws and it scratches the side of its head. And gets down on all fours and does the best approximation a dragon can do to loafing.
Oh. Oh, Tabasco, I missed you. I'm like scooping him up as he's clearly comfortable. Just doing that lanky, like long cat thing to pull him into my arms.
It allows itself to like go onto its back as you pick it up, and like cradle it as you do. It just lets out all sorts of very small like
Oh, hello, you little spitfire.
Both of you, but more alarmingly to you, Lilia, get in your mind, you feel not like a voice echoing, you just feel this emotional resonance, this like puppy-like affection in your mind, definitively coming from this little dragon.
He's
Hey,
really
he just-
cute.
Yeah, he's just the cutest little ankle biter in this part of Radia. He likes scritches under the spines. Do you want to give him a scritch?
I can try. He doesn't like nibble or anything too hard, does he?
I'll hold his mouth shut and I'll hold his tail. I like tuck his stinger tail under my armpit. Very like when you're about to cut your cat's nails.
Oh my god.
Wrap him in a towel.
Yeah.
No, but I got him.
I'm not sure.
He
if
won't
he's-
give you trouble.
Roll animal handling as you go to give him scritches.
Alrighty, 1 sec.
Scritches roll. Scritches roll.
Let me go a bit. No, skills. Animal handling.
As you reach out to give it scritches, it just goes and just doesn't bite. It just, as your finger comes towards it, it reaches out with its pretty long neck and just clasps its mouth just around your fingers.
Tabasco.
Oh no, it's okay. I think he's just like, like mumming it. Fine.
You feel the faintest little, like, almost chewing, but not really.
Yeah, he's just mumming it. It's fine.
All right. If he starts using his teeth, let me know. He's better sometimes.
He's
guess
doing fine.
I guess even pseudo dragons can't hold back their true nature a little bit.
Being a
They're carnivore.
Their predatory nature towards small, fragile, meek little bunnies.
I don't find much of you to be fragile.
Oh, then I guess I'm not doing my job properly. I'm supposed to be something you underestimate.
Yeah, then... I mean, I didn't know that you were gonna be such a skilled fighter till you saved my ass. That's the only
Oh, okay.
reason that I know.
Oh, okay, then I am doing my job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm seeing them teethers. Don't think I don't see you using them teethers. I like grab him by like the little scruff.
Roll me a strength check, please, Pepper.
Oh my god. You little shit.
Can you beat a 0? There's some pull and
guess.
resistance, but you like grab it by the scruff of its neck in such a way that it like disarms it like a cat, and its mouth just goes like, and if you pull it back off of the
Alright.
finger,
Thank you.
its mouth just stays open. Its eye moves up to you, just like until you let
I
go
know,
of it,
I'll-
then it closes its mouth again.
I'll like put him around my shoulders, like an airport neck rest.
Yeah.
Just wrap the little dragon around my neck.
Climbs up onto you. It perches on one of your shoulders, sort of hanging around both of them, and it remains.
Well, I should be able to look through this little feller's eyes and see what's going on. Sometimes, I
Should
won't be
be
able
really-
to. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, that'll be mighty useful.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Unfortunately, it's kind of sometimes, you live in the pits for so long and you usually are so secure, you forget that maybe you should see when you're under it.
Yeah, huh. I didn't think that seeing was going to be such a big issue. I guess far sight isn't my best sight.
Well.
Or dark sight, for that matter.
Well, usually the pits are pretty safe. That what we just encountered is kind of rare. Again, usually until you start startling all the beasts and critters around this area, they're usually more scared of you than you are of them.
Guess
we
that's
have-
something
we've had
to
a
keep in mind.
we've had a couple instances of people that were a bit more unfortunate than most, but, you know, usually not the case. But if something weird happened down here, like Papa says there might have, then, you know, maybe it's got them all riled up too, and got them on the defense.
What's your papa think happened down here?
What does my father think happened down here?
He doesn't super know. The Undertow is doing most of the actual investigating. The company's just kind of there to supply people. He does know as part of the Below and Beyond travel agency, he is aware that things have become more dangerous, creatures have been more startled as of late, and there have been issues with more people going missing, but given that the people who go missing, it's very hard to figure out what's making them go missing.
Well, with the people going missing lately, not really knowing why they're going missing, Papa thinks it's just been getting more dangerous around here.
There's also been more cave-ins.
I mean, a couple caves in too, meaning some things are just not as stable as they used to be. Which, I mean, if this was my home, which it kind of is, I guess, it would make me a little bit on edge at any moment. But with the people going missing, it's unknowing if they're going missing because of an accident going on in the area, or more nefarious, dubious things. And, I mean, animals can kind of feel that, so...
Yeah, they sure can, huh? Well, that's a lot to think about, huh? I reckon, you know, I got this guy up. And I think that's the end of our watch time. I should probably try to...
For the sake of delineation of games, I'd say that you guys about hit the end of it. We're a Tales of game. This would be, you know, middle of a juicy conversation followed by, but we should probably get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
I
hit
need that last hour of sleep.
You hit the... Pepper finds themselves having to go to sleep. The incense and such that they used, it is gone now. Heckin',
yeah.
That's all gone, so you will not be able to do this again for a while, should something happen to Tabasco. Remember that you can poof Tabasco away and summon them back at will. And Lilia, you would then have a full rest all to yourself, technically. You know that Skarn is there, they're just in a trance-like state and unable to really respond.
Yep, there's that thing of while they're in trance state, just freaking, just sit.
The best you would get out of them is if you talk to them, you'd be like, new group seems nice, huh?
Yeah, I think so too.
Long way through the tunnels.
Your younger brother's hot. Yeah, he's not there. Yeah, he's not home.
Younger brother's hot. You guys get to the end of your watch. Assuming, unless there's anything that you would like to do with that time. The 2 hours.
No. She would humor herself at the dumb things that she could say, but he will not remember a fucking thing.
You guys reach the end of the rest. It is now, to your best approximation, it is about noon on the following day of Thursday. As you guys finish your watch, the final embers of the fire that you had lit go out. You all wake up without any issue. You're safe and ready to continue on. You know that if you continued onward, you expect to reach the Hollowyard within this day of travel. Oh. And you received a message.
Oh.
I heard a Discord thing go off. Oh, no, you didn't actually get a message.
Lorded.
Afternoon.
Is it?
We all waking up?
Sure.
We were traveling for a while, makes sense.
Okay. When I see Tabasco, I'm gonna be like, ah! And throw a dagger at it.
What the fuck?
Carrie.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, what is it you throw?
I'm gonna throw a tantrum.
I did what you asked.
I know, I saw.
A dagger flies, and I'm gonna choose to believe that for the sake of convenience, it misses.
That
a dagger
I missed,
flies. What?
Yeah, I wanted to miss.
Yeah,
like
a dagger
yeah.
flies by Tabasco, who just like darts behind Pepper as they went over. As it gets behind them, a head poking up over their shoulder, glaring
Pepper, look
down.
out! There's a thing attacking you.
That would be Tabasco. That's my, and I'll like get him from over my shoulder and drag him
You
forward.
can't
like
name
a
your
drag
enemies.
him.
That just makes it
Yep.
harder to kill them. What are you doing?
No, well, I summoned him last night. He's here to help.
Tabasco
Yeah.
does the dragon equivalent of doing the Aaron Hansen neck of it. Just its head recedes into its long neck, and then just lets out a. And as it does, as it lets out just a full mouth squawk at you, Lawrence, you just feel in your head just the most go away.
Oh. Okay,
He's
so
a cutie patootie. I'm doing like the bongos with his hand.
he's not hurting you.
No.
He's your friend. Okay.
I
What,
can-
what did you say its name was?
Tabasco.
Hey, Tabasco. I'm sorry I threw a tantrum at you. I thought you were trying to hurt Pepper.
Aw.
Hi. I'm gonna be so dumb.
The impression of
Try to pet it.
the impression of no forgiveness rings through your mind.
I'm gonna try to pet it like
I'm
an
gripping
idiot.
that tail so hard.
Roll me animal handling.
Do not sting this motherfucker. So help me.
As you step
God,
towards it,
fire.
his eyes just slowly narrow as your proximity
Tabasco.
as your
Oh, come on.
proximity lessens.
Tabasco.
Come on, Lori, I need you to fucking come through for
Come
me
on.
here, boy.
Resist for once in your gosh
Oh my
Why can't any of us pet this dragon?
As you put your hand out towards it, again, just thump, just puts its mouth around one of your fingers. Doesn't bite, but
That's
its
fair.
eyes continue to narrow at you, and you just feel the reverberation of.
See,
Okay,
if he
well,
really meant you harm, he'd sting the shit out of you.
You say, holding its
Okay.
stinger.
Yeah, which is fighting me.
It's okay. We'll work on that. We'll become great friends. It'll be great.
It's all right.
Tabasco's a wonderfully fitting name.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
spicy.
he's spicy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll let you feed him some rations when we stop.
Okay.
That usually
Cool.
satiates him.
Cool. Thank you.
He seems
sorry,
like
no
a
problem.
fine fellow.
He does. He seems cool.
Familiar
that.
network.
Yeah.
Are you with
He's
the
just a little
academy?
buddy.
Oh.
What? No. No. I studied on my own.
You're
My
like
big brother's was
self-taught?
a tutor.
Oh,
Come
sorry.
from a family of majors then.
Yeah,
That's very interesting.
it's in my bloodline. It's in my bloodline. And I'm like talking to Tabasco. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Tabasco remains corked onto the finger.
Oh,
gonna
you
try to
are
back
just
up
such a
Roll
stinker.
me a strength check.
Oh no!
Oh, he
Here
rolled
I
well this
go.
time. He didn't roll a 0 this time.
Ah, I
a
should have taken
negative
you off the bottle
modifier to
earlier.
Strength. Here I go.
As you
Eh?
attempt to pull back from Tabasco, its neck just kind of like elastically stretches out as you move and then pulls you back as it refuses to let go.
All right,
oh,
okay.
okay.
Do not make me go.
Oh god.
That doesn't sound fun.
I jam
I
my
intervene
thumb and
and help?
index finger.
Scarred, help.
All right, you help hold him still. I gotta jam my fingers in this damn dragon's mouth. Hey!
Can I just roll an animal handlings check?
If you're
Good
trying
luck,
to
we've all
try-
gotten
if you're trying
ones
to-
on this
if you're trying to
motherfucker.
pry it off of them, it'd be strength. If you're trying to like
Okay.
coerce it to stop, it'd be animal handling.
He likes kisses from me.
Yeah, from you. Anybody like kisses from you?
You know, I'll try the animal
you have
handlings.
hobbies?
I'm gonna be nice.
Okay.
I'm gonna be nice.
So how do you go?
20 for everyone listening in.
How do you go about? Yes. I'll remember to announce your rolls. Heckin, how do you go about doing that?
All right, I I come over and like slowly but surely grab Tabasco perfectly, like in the perfect position, grabbing just like a snake by the back of the head, prying it, but like gently, perfectly gently, and Tabasco opens their mouth and just like
Yeah.
letting go
Like
as
how
I
people
gently
like wrestle
lift him.
fucking alligators? Like how they do
yeah,
that?
yeah. It's just like I do that, and then Tabasco is like inherently like, oh yes, no, this is good, and just runs around on top of my shoulder and is just sitting there perfectly.
As you do this, as you initially reach for it, its eyes keep like go wide and look up to you, then down at the finger, then up to you, in the same way that a dog that has been caught having made a mess like will look up at its owner, then back down, then up at its owner. It like does that as you pry it off. Its mouth is sort of paralyzed open as you pull it back. It's like, and then settles into the motion and runs up your shoulder off of Pepper.
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Now towering on you over Lawrence, it for a second like pats your shoulder with its front claws, then looks down at Lawrence and raises its head back as though a pontificating red dragon might to look tough, and then just looks down at Lawrence and goes.
Oh, you are just the fiercest. Wow.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you, Tabasco. We're gonna be friends.
Its
You
stinger
handled that
comes up
pretty damn
over
good,
its shoulder
Scarn.
and points at you from up above.
Oh,
You know, I've always been good with small animals. Don't think too deep into that.
I wasn't,
All
but
right,
now
then.
I am.
Can I have
Desmond
Tabasco back?
Tabasco hurt my finger.
Sure.
Small.
Text Tabasco gives back to Pepper.
All right, you have to get off the tall man now. All right, I get that's your vantage point.
That's your vantage.
Prize.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Jumps down onto Pepper.
I'm sorry, I did not bring my high shoes. All right. Shit.
Hell yeah. I guess we
Good
continue
animal.
on. Yeah.
We must continue.
Here we go.
Yeah. He can see in dark.
Oh
so
my
he'll
god,
be-
finally, one of us.
Finally, we have eyes. Actually
might
useful
need-
as a vantage point.
You all just get this
Oh, yeah.
telepathic impression of pride from it as you all are like, yes, good, it can see in the dark. It just raises its head like,
Oh, I love you, Tabasco.
Tabasco
Ooh,
morale
scratches.
+1.
yeah.
Yo, right, damn.
When we want to look on through him, I might need someone to guide me or help me because I'm not going to be able to see as Pepper, as Tabasco. I'll be good, but I can't do both at the same time. It's like patting your head and rubbing your belly.
Me lifting Pepper, lifting
Ah!
Tabasco.
I'm trying to pat my head and rub my belly at the same time.
Are you?
Logan, can I
Hot
do it? Do
drop
I have to
from
make a
you.
dex
Roll
check
for
to
the
do
second.
it?
Roll me a yeah, dexterity check.
Hell yeah.
Why not? Get those ones out now.
For your jack of all trades. Oh, you got it. Yep, that's there.
Nice.
Nice.
What's nice?
He's gonna give me jack of all trades.
Well, no, you have jack of all
Oh, no,
trades.
you have that.
I
I was just
have
going to forget
it.
it, but it's already applied to you.
But,
Oh, okay,
so,
cool.
Carrie.
Yeah.
What was that roll?
Oh, sorry. An 11 with a +2, so it makes it a 13.
Ooh.
Unless it's a remarkable thing, you guys can just skip to the result if you want to.
Fair, fair.
Heckin. Unless it's a nat 20 or a nat 1. Heckin.
Fair.
Cool. Yep. I mean, that said, if you want to walk through your dice, that sounds fun sometimes too, because sometimes watching people count dice is fun. Heckin. That said, yeah, I mean, you kind of do it. You sort of start and stop.
Come on, kid, you're a bard. You can do it.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do it.
I think.
It's easy. I can do it. Keep trying to do it. I'm gonna become an expert at this thing.
Eventually, you'll be able to do it while hopping on one leg.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
try that.
Okay, here I go.
I want to see this.
Trying to do it.
Sure, roll a dexterity check.
Come on, jump, Lord, jump!
Somehow that's
16 with a
easier.
plus 2 said 18. Yeah, somehow this one's way easier. That's crazy.
My God, Scarn, this boy can jump.
Yeah, that's right. You guys impressed? Yeah, I'm very impressive.
That is really impressive, actually.
Thank you.
Improvements of the youth.
Thank you.
Tabasco,
Tabasco, don't you think I'm cool? Hopping up and down.
Tabasco, don't you think I'm cool? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Tabasco jumps down onto the
Oh
ground.
God. Oh God.
Gets up on one of its dragon legs.
Yes.
And then tries to reach up to its dragon head with its own little hands and can't because its neck is so long. But it looks like it's trying to do exactly what you're doing and just falls backwards.
Well,
Oh no,
if he
Tabasco!
If he had the skills, and if he had the ability, he could.
Don't try to be as impressive as me, Tabasco. It's impossible.
It squirms back up onto its feet and just on all fours, just eyes narrow again at you, just and then flies back over to Pepper.
It's
Come here, sweetheart.
hurting my soul, Logan. I hate that this animal doesn't like me.
It's all right.
Oh!
God gave you a long neck to be amazing, sweetie.
Oh.
You're made
Which
by Vestius's design.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
God magic. He's made magic. I can only figure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's my
Unrelated,
theory, at
Pepper.
least.
How old are you and when were you born?
Oh,
Do you
that's
have
a lot of
anything that could corroborate that
questions.
information?
I'm new in town, so no.
Okay.
Is there anyone like out of town?
Can I
that we
assume
could
you guys
ask?
are traveling during this? By the way?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I'm still hopping while asking this question. Like there's
Isn't
you
it
can,
rude to
ask
ask a
people out
lady
of
with
town.
their age?
I don't know.
I
I'm a cop.
mean-
I'm supposed to be rude sometimes.
Oh,
Mhm.
copper. Why do you want to know?
Oh, I want to know who I'm working with.
That's fair.
I'm looking. The pauses and Pepper. It's me opening my sheet. No one believe me.
Aw.
If you must know, I'm 38. Though I don't know why that matters none.
Oh, it's just for records.
Records of what?
Oh,
Yeah,
what
records
we're
of what?
doing here.
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork involved in what we do.
756.
Yep.
I thought I was done with paperwork.
You did paperwork?
Born 728.
With Lilia's
if my
dad?
math is right. You winter kid or spring?
Spring
Very
chicken?
important.
An
I'm
autumn
a
child,
spring
perhaps?
chicken.
A spring chicken, I see. What about in spring? A specific date, perhaps.
What?
We just want to know so we can celebrate your
You
birthday
can
because
ask
we're
for 3
becoming
sizes
friends.
while you're at it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Come on, you know what the 3 sizes are. Tell them, Scarn.
Of course, everybody knows what
do
the
not
3
want to be
sizes
involved in this.
are.
God damn it.
God, we have usual months here, right? I'm not misremembering that, right?
Yes, we're on the Gregorian calendar.
Nice.
And it is still the Gregorian calendar, just named after a very different individual who was the one who named it.
On the Georgian calendar.
The funniest coincidence I ever discovered when I was doing world building was being like, well, fucking Greg would be the one that would decide the new calendar and such. So what would he? Oh my God! It doesn't have to change. Fucking.
Greg.
January 22nd, if you must know. These are a lot of questions. Your friend's really curious. Does he usually ask this many questions? Lauren?
He does. He does.
Did you
He
say
asks
January
everybody else
22nd?
Yes?
Okay.
Real close to somebody else's birthday.
No, you didn't do anything
Oh.
wrong. I'm just wondering if either of you caught what you just did. It's fine. I'm not gonna. It's up to you. You can figure it out.
I sure didn't catch it.
Yeah, no. Uh-oh.
Alright, 38, January 22nd, 7:28. Thank you.
Quite the spring chicken there, January.
Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I overshot it! It's okay, it's fine.
I forgot about that.
The
Cop is now
springiest month,
suspicious.
January.
Yep.
I'm such a spring chicken, guys.
You
Me-
said
Yeah,
you're
he's
from-
on you.
You
He's
said
on
you're
you.
from
Right
up north, right?
Right after Easter.
Global warming is that crazy? Wow.
Yo, wow, damn.
Yeah? Are you asking for specifics?
I mean, if you'd like. You seemed like you didn't want to say before, so I don't imagine you'd like to say in a deep, dark cave.
You'd be correct.
Like, we're all friends here, though. Like, what's the harm?
Man, I don't even gotta do anything.
There's
today.
no
I'm just
harm.
here.
Yeah, I was.
This is great.
I
We're
mean,
just
it
like,
don't matter none.
yeah, just getting to know each other.
I was born in Shimbridge, I think. Again, we travel a lot, so I don't know. It just doesn't seem to matter much. If you popped out of somewhere in one place and traveled to another, doesn't really make much impact.
Do you have anywhere that you like call home?
I carry it on my back.
That's cool. You're cool.
Thanks. Does that satisfy you at this time, Desmond?
Oh, yeah. No, that's perfect. You seem scribbling notes down.
Gonna ask everybody else their stuff?
I will, but it seems like a lot to do right now.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Guess I'm just the person of interest, huh?
Well, you're the newest one. You're the only one from out of town as well.
Makes sense.
You guys are new to this, right? That's what I heard.
Yeah, but like we live here.
Y'all never been down in the pits before, so what's that all about? I mean, I
Us?
get the kid.
Oh, the kids with me. I do diving sometimes on behalf of the Undertow. And these two work for the BBTA. They've been doing this for,
10
I mean,
years.
who knows how long? 10
Oh,
years?
10 years, wow.
You see him start writing notes down.
Oh, 10 years. Huh?
Huh.
They've been doing this for an entire me.
Oh, I forgot.
Yep.
Is that
What
both
about
of
you,
you?
kid?
Are you asking if Skarn's been doing it for 10 years too?
Might be.
I mean, I've been working for a while. Wouldn't say as long as Lilia, but enough. Skarn keeps a little bit to himself.
He's shy.
Whatever you need to know.
When was your birthday? When is your birthday? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Said it like, well, I guess it could have passed. When's your birthday, Skarn?
You know, I don't really like to think about that.
How come?
Yeah, why? That makes no sense.
Like, how old are you?
I wasn't really. You know, no one in particular knows exactly when I was born. At least,
Oh.
The folks who found me. I was adopted, if you couldn't tell.
Oh.
I'd have guessed when you left and said something about your Kapihara family.
Yeah, I don't know if I could come from them naturally.
Well, wouldn't your birthday be just when they found you?
Yeah.
Sure, we can go with
Yeah.
that.
Or you could just decide it's like whenever. Like you go into a tavern, you're like, can I get the special? It's my birthday. No one can say that it's not your birthday because you don't know your birthday.
Like, isn't there like a day that your family like celebrate you? Like, didn't they pick a birthday for you?
Sure, but you know, internally, no one ever knows when their actual birthday is.
I mean, I get the curiosity to want to like know, but if you still have all your family being really happy about the day that they found you, then I feel like that's as good a birthday as any other.
Oh no, we still celebrate
Yeah.
the found day, but it's the found day.
Okay, okay. So when is your found day?
July 8th.
Oh.
A winter baby, I see.
Oh, I'm glad somebody else said it.
I meant spring chicken like a lively person. I didn't think we were talking literal
I misled you.
The question was malformed, you see.
Oh, well, dang it. I was gonna write that.
July 8th.
July 8th. Cool.
You guys, assuming this conversation happens in kind of like chunks over the rest of your travel, you continue to move down, and then you start moving back up, understanding the way that the caves are. You know that the Hollowyard that you are currently trying to reach is back up a little bit towards the surface, so you begin to move, and as you do, you come to a section of cave where you start to be able to smell a somewhat more plant-like material. So a smell that is kind of like moss and flowers. Within these caves, there would be
Flowers?
the smell of water and vegetation would be distinct because it would be so different from everything else that you smell down here. So the smell of water and of plant matter kind of wafts through the caves, and up ahead, you distantly see dim light coming from just over the next ridge of the tunnel that you're following. And you would have a general understanding that you are, or at least should be, where you're trying to go.
That's the Hollowyard if I've ever seen one. Or at least the opening to it.
Can I get a general scan?
You want to roll perception? Roll me perception.
Yeah, I'm fine where that is. That's perk, right? Under senses.
Curse.
That's one of your skills.
Where the hell?
On the skills
am
tab.
my skill? There it is. Wait,
You got
where,
this, boy.
I know how to do this. I'm smart.
Yeah, you got this. Hell yeah.
You said we broke off from the river while you were
There it
doing
is.
this, God, so we would use our water skins today, right?
Yes, everybody, unless you decide that you guys
Curses.
wanted to forage while you were traveling here.
I can passively forage and gain double the normal amount.
Given where you are, there might be some special interactions associated with it. So you would be able to forage for like enough for you, so you might be able to find enough for people on your own. But if that comes up short, other people might need some. So the question, I suppose, is does everybody else also want to be foraging while you're moving?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nope.
What?
No.
No.
I don't know how to find water. The hell?
Okay,
You listen
so
for
Yeah, but
it,
if
you
we're
smell
all
it.
finding it, we could be like, here's water. Like,
You're over here like, I don't know how to do this. It's right here. I don't know.
I if I don't find that water with my own hands, I won't drink it. No. I mean, if everyone's scavenging, I guess I feel the pure pressure of.
you don't
I
have to
think I
if you
probably-
don't want to.
I'll forage. I finished my apple juice anyway from that water skin.
Okay.
The apple juice skin. I forgot.
Yeah, right. Yes, the apple juice skin, of course.
If
Yes.
I fill her with water again, it tastes like apple juice watered down.
Okay, so
They're right.
so Desmond, you will automatically succeed no matter what. I do want you to roll a check regardless for another thing.
Oh.
You will succeed no matter what. I just want to see if a particular thing goes in. So everybody except Pepper is foraging, or did my brain glitch?
I'll
Pepper caved.
forage.
Okay.
Yo.
I caved.
Tabasco's not foraging because that sounds silly.
Aw.
Oh, they're
Can I
not
get
doing
the
little, like
help
water
action?
laps. Like,
Can I please?
What?
Help! Sorry.
Heckin' a boop-a-doop-a-doo. This would be...
Tabasco finds one blueberry. Foraging done.
All right,
Hell
everybody,
yeah.
I'm about to hit
Perfect.
you with some checks. I need you... I'm sorry, just to confirm, Anna, is Lilia foraging?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
nice.
So I'd like everybody to make this check.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
B.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
I got an 11.
Uh-oh.
I
got
got
it.
a 16.
rolled
I
an 8.
also got a 16.
14!
Luckily,
I got
you'll...
a Stegosaurus.
Luckily, you will automatically succeed, Desmond.
My hand hovers over a gemstone dagger. Berries.
Oh, the DC was 15 and Pepper got a 14. That sucks.
I just don't know where this water is y'all are talking about. You said we found water. I didn't fucking find water. I tell you what.
It's
You're
right
to
there,
the
Pepper. Why
left
can't
of
you
it.
see it?
It's right there.
I
We're
need-
both like sitting next to it like
I'm
we're
turning
filling
my
our
left, not
things up.
yours.
I need to roll 3 things.
Oh my god. Oh, that seemed like an interesting roll. Okay, no, that's fine. No, stop doing that. Stop it. You're doing too much.
He's right, you know.
I'm going to grab a notepad real quick.
Oh,
Son of a
fuck.
bitch.
Oh, my God.
That's not good.
You're correct.
Not good
I'm
at
very afraid.
all.
Then I'm going to roll those 3 again. Not because I'm
Or
replacing
you might
them,
want
but
to
because I
start
need 3
warming
more.
up.
Oh, God. What the fuck are you
Do
doing?
your vocal warm up.
What am I doing?
We might have to fight.
What did you like to know, weather boy?
You're like a weather boy. I am just writing down some notes. Please pay me no mind.
I have paid you so many mines.
Well, then that's no good because now my mind taxes are going to be higher. I've got to spend some of these mines to write them off as brain business expenses. Heckin'. Would you like a brain job starting now? Okay.
Oh, God.
Desmond,
Oh god damn it.
I need. Let's see. What did I do? I need 2 things from you. So only 3 of you succeeded. Desmond, I need a D6 for food, for pounds of food, and I need a D6 for gallons of water, and we're gonna double the result of both. So 6 pounds. And 12 gallons, well, that's enough to give everybody water.
Wow.
Skarn, same thing, please.
2-6.
2 D6s, individually.
All right. A 4 and a 3.
You guys have more than enough water to drink and also refill your stuff, so you know. Obviously, it's hard to take water with you, so just know that the surplus amounts of water are not going to be like carried, but you might carry the
Give
food.
them with you.
And then checking those rolls again. And then Lawrence, D6, D6.
2d6, there we go.
I needed them individually, but it's okay. I can separate
It's
them.
alright.
That's all right. So, collectively, you guys return back with a total of... Desmond, you find about 6 pounds of food. You find this in the form of vegetation and, like, mushrooms and plants as you guys are moving. Skarn, same thing. You find plants and mushrooms and such. You find 4 pounds, so 10 pounds between the 2 of you.
Sure.
Lawrence, you find some similar things. You're not used to knowing exactly what to eat, but you also find plants and such that you can consume as you're moving. You guys don't find
Oh,
much
yeah?
in the way of animals. Water-wise, you guys collectively bring in 18 gallons of water, and each of you only needs 1 per day, so you can refill your water skins, except you don't need to. So you're good for water, is that. You guys, the party is good for water.
Nice.
Each of you only needs a pound of food a day, and you guys just collectively brought in 15 pounds of food. So do you want to use that instead of your rations?
Sure.
Sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll eat some mushrooms, sure.
So I have a question. And it's
How are you roasting 'em?
it's actually more of a guy roll, if I'm being honest. Oh, why can't I? I need each of you to just roll this.
Why are you like this? All right.
All right.
6.
That's a 2.
Roll the
3.
2.
B. T. You got a D.
People at home, trust the
Bless you.
everybody at home. I know that we're doing just like heckin' travel stuff, so but trust the process. Just trust me on this.
I don't
No,
like
never.
this. I don't like it.
Cool,
I don't like the process.
cool, cool.
No.
No!
Not cool.
Stop it.
Cool. You guys fulfill your nourishment needs for the day without having any need to dig into your rations or your water skins.
Cool.
And you do this as you're
Wow.
traveling, as you're going. This all happens, and as you guys are reaching the hollow, everyone except Desmond. I have one more save I need you to make.
Oh,
Savage.
God.
We shouldn't have eaten those wall mushrooms.
Oh, we should have known.
And that save
God, it's a save.
is a
Not
Constitution save.
Constitution.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
did you
no,
guys
we
eat the ones
shouldn't
with
have eaten the
spots on them?
mushrooms!
Huh?
Shouldn't
Sorry.
eat the ones with, I said, wait a minute, did you guys eat the ones with the spots on them?
Maybe.
I'd like you
Are
all
we
to
not
make
supposed
this
to?
Constitution saving throw.
God. It's a 13. Make it a 14.
I made a
B.
14.
Oh, I rolled a 15.
I rolled an 11.
Oh no, Skarn.
I rolled a 6. That's lovely.
You did.
That's
Skarn.
love. I love myself. I'm gonna die. That's
As you
fine.
guys are
Chill.
traveling, you find that oh no. As you guys are traveling, you start to feel kind of like pains in your chest and your stomach again, and you sort of start to think that it might be that same feeling you had the previous night. And then as you guys approach this place, as you make that check to investigate everything, you just feel a grumbling and you start to feel sick, and you've dove before, so you're familiar with this. You recognize that some part of the water or food that was brought back was spoiled. It was either unsafe to eat or it was toxic. And as a result, you are now temporarily diseased.
Gonna throw a medicine check.
No.
You would know that this is what's going on. So 2 things are going to happen here, Skarn, real quick.
Yeah.
This is really fun because this is part of the stuff that I've been writing for the guide. This is fucking unsafe nourishment. Heckin', thanks for letting me play test this, boys. You have 1 level of exhaustion that will not go away until you are cured of this issue. I also would like you to roll me a d12 to determine a symptom you're going to get from this.
I'm just
Oh,
gonna
no.
die.
Please roll me a d12.
I'm just gonna die.
No, he's gonna torture you first. Then you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Watch me die.
yeah.
It's a 9.
As you are moving, you find that you are more winded than you should be. You are exhausted. As long as you are diseased in this way, you are exhausted. And while you have this disease, you are also winded and cannot travel at a fast pace. You can only travel at a normal or slow pace, and this is only for traveling. This isn't for like normal movement. This is only for when you are traveling, but you are aware that if this continues, you may end up getting slower. As you guys arrive at the Hollowyard, Skarn is sick.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I should walk, buddy. You're looking kind of green.
I'll just die. It's fine. Don't worry about me. I'll die.
No, you
Die.
put me down. I don't want to put any more strain on you than need be.
Like, we're all really small. Like, if you die, how are we gonna carry you out of here? Don't die. Also, you know, you seem nice.
How
I
am
don't,
I
I don't want you to
tell-
die.
How am I supposed to tell your mother that I couldn't bring you home safely?
I'll
Absolutely.
figure
Fake
it
crying.
out.
God damn it! It's fine. He just doesn't love his mother.
No. Fuck.
She has like her hands on her hips.
I'll just die here. No, don't worry about it.
No.
Should have just ate the rations.
They are safer.
This is a time to note that as you guys are underground, there will be times where even when you are foraging, there's a DC to find food, and then there's a DC to beat to find safe food, and if you don't beat that second DC, there is a chance, not a guarantee, a chance the food will be unsafe.
Oh.
Which is, of course, why I had you
help
roll,
him.
Desmond. Because you guys brought in an assortment of food, I just want to talk about this because it's really funny the way it ended up. Because, Lawrence, all your shit was safe. Just fun fact. I normally wouldn't tell you, but all your shit was safe. Skarn and Desmond brought in exclusively spoiled food. The water was fine. But it was really funny because I was like, oh, 2/3 of all the food is spoiled. So I was like, well, let's spin the roulette, shall we?
Yeah, give it to the guy who has no idea what he's doing here. It's fine.
Right, damn. God damn.
Yeah, Caden. I had y'all roll a d6. Anyone that rolled less than a 4, you had to make the save.
Oh.
Here. You know, I've got a potion of healing, but I don't think that's gonna do it.
Yeah, I have cure wounds, but that's not gonna do it.
I
I
don't
think we
know.
need
I
lesser
tried to say
restoration.
medicine, but that does nothing. I can't do
This
anything.
is what we get for foraging with one
yeah.
torch.
What
Right,
about this
damn.
antitoxin? Do you think antitoxin would work?
No, he's not poisoned. It's just a disease.
Oh.
Again, I think lesser restoration is what we need. I don't know if any of us have that.
Glad
Sounds
you
like some of
know.
that magic stuff. I only know a bit of that, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I think clerics are the ones who put like band-aids on boo-boos, right?
Yeah, well, lots of there's different kinds of magic. Different. I think you could choose to do it if you wanted to.
If you just believe hard enough.
Yeah, if you learn more and get, I don't know how to say this in world, but more levels. Just
Stronger?
Stronger, yeah. If you get stronger, you can maybe do it. I don't know.
Well, I bet you can do it if you get stronger too. How about
That's
that?
probably true. I could do anything if I get
I'm
stronger.
pretty sure I could do it if I got
Oh my
stronger.
God.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us could do it if we got stronger.
But right now you're up Shit's Creek without an oar. I hate to say it.
Yeah, right now we got nothing.
Fine, builds character.
Oh God.
I'm just
Oh, yeah, I
normal with the
guess-
with the debuff. Don't worry about it.
You'll be alright.
I'll die.
you-
It's fine. Keep
Would
it
you feel
going.
better
We're
if you
pushing.
threw up? Like if you
Nothing
threw up
happened.
the
Nothing
mushrooms?
happened. Keep it moving. We're going. Next.
If you,
Yeah.
He's
maybe you
right,
feel
you
better
know.
if you throw up. Yeah.
But don't throw up. You
No,
have to
throw
eat
up.
more, and then it'll be more poison. Throw a bag of mushrooms into the cave. I'm just not gonna worry about that.
Are they all poison? I stay looking at my mushrooms.
I don't know.
I think I definitely ate some poison
You
ones.
wanna
but-
you want to inspect them, Lawrence?
Sure.
I'm all for running more of this. Heck, and let's play test.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so if you're looking to check, why don't you roll me a survival check, an intelligence survival check?
Oh God. Okay. Switching from wisdom to it on
Yeah,
survival.
that's right. We're switching skills for scores for a skill. What are you gonna do about that?
What are you gonna do about that? Huh? It does absolutely nothing. It's exactly the same.
Okay,
Like-
well, roll it anyways. Yours are safe. You know yours.
Nat19.
Your mother had
Okay.
taught you some stuff about what's safe to eat and what's safe not to eat, and this stuff is safe.
Yeah. No what? mine seem safe. Like, I trust my mushrooms. They seem
You briefly
good.
glance over at the stuff that Desmond just threw into the middle of the cave, and you see that they have these, like, kind of bright yellowish splotches that are all over them, and you're just looking like, yo, those, oh.
Oh. Okay, yours had, like, big yellow splotches on them, and mine don't. So, like, don't eat the ones with big yellow splotches on them. Eat the ones that look like these.
Bright red mushrooms.
Eat the bright red mushrooms. That means safety. You're welcome. Dude. I'm a hero.
No, dude.
Mm-hmm. Scar, you really might feel better if you throw up. Like, if you could throw up, and then you could eat one of these. And you feel better, maybe. I don't know.
I'm fine. What I want. Sure,
all right.
I don't care.
If he sits down, he's not gonna keep moving.
You
I
would
say
know
we
that if
push
you
on
eat
forward.
and drink clean, proper food, then this kind of sickness tends to pass.
Oh.
I'm just gonna hang out with it.
It's just a type of, it's effectively a type of malnourishment.
You know, we just got the debuff. Don't worry about it. On to the next one.
Okay. if you're sure, that's what you want to do, okay?
Yeah, I'll just be in the back. Don't worry about me.
You guys hear the sound of wood scraping across stone.
Oh.
And then you hear just a distant, deep in the cave, you just hear... and then a large wooden thump, as though an empty trunk were dropped. You then start to hear this sound like a wooden staff clacking across stone, and these almost wet footsteps as you see a shadow coming from the area where you can see light. A very large shadow is being projected as if something's backlit, heading down the tunnel towards where you are.
Who that?
What the hell?
Should I check out who that might be?
Yeah. If you wanna. Maybe don't go alone.
I was gonna send Tabasco.
Right?
Can I send Tabasco to just look with his special eyes?
You can, project your senses into them. Tabasco flies ahead down the tunnel, and as they move, this huge shadow sort of condenses down into the diminutive, hunched form of this yellow-skinned goblin who is wearing tattered clothes. They have, like, a mantle that is almost entirely frayed. It's like half the length it should be for how ripped it is. And they are walking down using a dirty shovel as a walking stick as they walk down towards where you guys are, just muttering to themselves.
I already came and dug up so much we're not supposed to be.
And as it sees the dragon flying over, it takes the shovel and just swats it like,
Get out of here! Go! Get!
Oh, don't do that!
Yeah.
Fly up.
you can talk through Tabasco because of the implication you have. Do you choose to?
Were we expecting someone to meet us up?
Yeah, there'd be a
Here.
keeper here. There'd be a keeper that runs the graveyard.
Oh, good. I will speak through Tabasco.
Are you the keeper of this part of the pit?
What foul manner of creature is this? It's just what you speak as though you have the voice of a dramatic young woman. What?
As it throws the shovel up at the ceiling towards it.
Be gone from here! I'll have none of your tricks.
Are you okay? I was having a little bit too much fun. I'm sorry. Are you the keeper? Down here, yeah, this is a young woman speaking through a familiar. We're just coming on down through here.
He like squints, and at this point you can see like the age on this goblin. They are elderly.
Oh, I see.
Are you lost, sir?
No, you're correct. I am the keeper of this Hollowyard, the prestigious keeper of the graves.
Oh, good.
Why have you
One
appeared in
moment.
this form?
Because
None of us can see in the dark, and it's really helpful to send a familiar down, get a scope of things first, so I figured.
If you're with
We didn't mean no harm by it.
If you're with those others over here, I told you, give me time to fill the graves back in. You're making a mess of my yard.
I'm just gonna walk out.
You guys do hear the conversation. You do
Follow
hear
ya.
this from down. As you guys all walk up, this elderly figure looks down at you.
Wait!
Oh,
Hello, undertow business.
the undertow, I see.
You said the others. Are you talking about the governor that was here?
Governor,
Yes.
there has been no governor to my graveyard.
So they wouldn't have made it this far then.
Unless
sure we
you're
got the right
referring-
Hollowyard.
Unless you are referring to the letter with
He pats himself down.
but no governor has set foot in here in some time.
Conglo Dermonti from the Whirlpool District was supposed to be here 2 days. Well, he's supposed to be back home 2 days ago.
What business would they have had here?
Their cousin needed to be buried, if I recall.
There have been no burials for some time. For the very same reason that the undertow has been removing my wonderfully dug graves. Was it not your lot that said the hollow was full? I am confused.
I can't say I've gotten any word from this.
The governor had sent it. But come out of the caves.
I'll walk forward.
He leads you guys back up this large cave opening. I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, you're not gonna believe me when I say this, but not for combat purposes, but just for the fun of it. Here's a map.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. Fucking, oh, you made a map. You're gonna do a fight on it. Maybe I just wanted to. Make a map. Who knows? Doom. As you guys pass by this diminutive, elderly goblin, it kind of turns and looks towards Scar.
Young man, are you not feeling well?
Oh.
I'll live through it.
Just a tummy ache.
Yeah.
He's a survivor.
He's real strong. He's tough.
If you've got anything for nausea, I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
Got any Tums?
Any charcoal pills?
any ginger?
Hey, we got all the ginger right here. Sorry.
If one wishes to avoid the ravages of sickness, one must learn not to eat that which will cause them to become sick.
Yeah, tell
Gross
me
yellow
about it.
mushrooms.
That sounds like victim blaming.
But you are welcome
Whoa.
to rest here until you recover. Now, come, if you're seeking a governor. Perhaps you merely made it ahead of them. There have been visitors. I'm not sure if they've left yet, but apart from the other undertow agents that have been here disturbing my graves, we have seen naught of the Board of Governance in quite some time.
I would find it very difficult to believe we outpaced them. They should have left 8 days ago. Well, they would have been left for here 8 days ago. We would
Perhaps.
have arrived 6.
Oh, perhaps they got lost in the caverns.
It's possible.
I am.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name, friend.
I am Bothrak.
Sick name.
I've tended to this hollow since it was dug and prepared for 40 years.
Can I still run that perception check?
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'll just look around.
And as you guys walk in, I will note, you guys walk into the center of what looks to be a large hollow. You pass by a cave that you hear the sound of running water coming from. You come into like a nexus that you should be able to basically see on the map, where if you were to head map north, you see there's a large hollow that has been opened up. There's these huge stone tablets run along one side of the wall. There are fire pits that are lit, that are illuminating most of the cave. There seems to be what it looks like a large gazebo with a fire lit in the center of it at the far end of this very long open cave section. Benches are set up in various areas, clearly for those that wish to come and speak. And coming off of this cave, there are these 3 huge alcoves that have been dug out, and you see that the dirt and soil there is much softer. Some of them go down, 2 of them descend, so you can't see what's in them, but one of them goes up, and you can see graves lining it up to your north. You can see gravestones and such lining it, giving you a sense that these are the grave sites that you had come to, that people would be brought to be buried. To the south, you see there are more fire pots, other ways that lead into other parts of the caverns, and you see one where fire pots are led along the side of it, leading down. And the goblin that you are with, he seems to currently be heading that way, down to the south. You said you wanted to look around.
Yeah.
Where would you like to go?
Now that I'm searching, I don't want to venture too far off. I'm dying.
I'm gonna grab my sending stone.
I'm just over here.
Oh.
Constantly.
Oh? Oh yeah, you have sending. That's not new news.
That will only contact the other stone.
BBTA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send them a message back.
Okay, you're sending them a message?
Yep.
All right, sending the sending stone cast sending at the base level. So, what would you like to say given that?
Hollowkeeper Bothrak told us the governor never arrived. The Undertow allegedly sent him a letter saying the yard is full. That's it.
Okay. You relatively quickly get a message back. You know these would have to be kept curt, so you get a message back, and all you hear is,
That's strange. You think we would have heard about this? I'll check with the governors and see what's going on. Keep investigating.
All right. We have to have a look around. They told us to keep investigating. They can get word to us as soon as tomorrow.
Okay, you got it, partner.
Interesting.
Yes, they sent a letter.
May I see,
Delivered
please?
by an. Certainly. To come to my abode. I haven't had guests in some time, and I have just finished making new chairs. I would love to share with you, should you wish to stay and speak a while.
Of course.
is everybody going down with them, or would Skarn like to head up into the grave area?
I want to go up into the grave area.
We're gonna be here a while, so take your time looking around.
Yeah.
Anybody going with Skarn?
Child wants to insight.
Yeah, I don't trust
Child.
that how eagle.
Yeah,
how
yeah, yeah,
eagle-
yeah,
how
yeah, that's what
eager
I'm
he is
saying.
that he wants us to go to his house. I want to get a read on him. if I
Sure, roll
can.
insight.
Cool, thank you.
He's a carpenter. He can't be trusted.
I don't trust that shit.
I don't trust that shit.
People chairs out of people.
Go right. That's a 10.
Can't wait to construct a new sofa.
Looks at Skarn.
Oh.
Best you can tell, they seem senile, but
Okay.
they don't seem like weird, and no more weird than you would imagine someone who's lived for 40 years in a graveyard 600 feet below the surface would be.
He's just like lonely,
Yeah.
socially weird. Okay. Okay, I'm not sensing any danger if we go with him. Okay, cool, that's fine then. Yeah. Again, I'll go with Skarn. Help investigate, yeah.
Be safe, kid.
I'll do my best, partner. I'm gonna make you proud.
Okay.
Take care of the ladies.
Yeah, take care of us.
Okay.
And the rest of you are going down with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to go up there and just check some shit.
He leads you guys.
Got this.
I'm gonna go down a little bit here. Just on the map. Boom, boom, boom. He leads you guys down and around a little alcove. Lights, fire pots light the way down until you eventually come to these kind of impromptu wooden curtain rods that are run across a large section of the cave that as they move forward, they just push curtains aside, push past them. They're like,
Just come in, come in. There's no way to knock, after all.
and as you guys enter,
Looking at the curtains, I'm assuming they're about as worn as everything else around here.
tattered red cloth that's been clearly stitched together from a series of other ones. You notice there's patches of other colors of cloth. A lot of it's faded. They're a bit moldy. As you guys move forward, you move into what looks like a little abode. The larger fire pot is lit, illuminating most of it. You see coffins have been set, empty coffins are set against one wall. It appears that they're being constructed of a combination of like fibrous material and wood. There's a long wooden table that looks like it was patched together from a lot of small pieces of other sources of wood, perhaps other tables, chairs, or whatnot. And wood is in short supply down here. Plants do grow, some trees do grow, but they're pretty small usually. Tools line the walls. There is what looks like a well dug on one side, and effectively a why am I forgetting the word for this super simple thing? A hammock?
Yeah, net you
strung up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you guys move in, you see around this long table, there appear to be 8 large, like lazy boy-sized chairs that are all made of what looks like bits of debris and primarily what looks like webbing that has been spun together into thread and then made into these huge beanbag chair-like constructs.
Heck, come in. Come, sit and enjoy yourself. I'll find the letter. I didn't throw it out yet.
You know, I didn't get my step quota for the day. I'm just gonna stand. That's all right with you. Just
Okay.
looking at that webbing.
You certainly.
He like walks by one of them. He's like, they are quite comfortable. And he smacks it with his shovel, and as he does, there's just like dust just explodes out from it. He then pulls his shovel back, and he like tries to detach it from a bit of it, and as if it's a little bit sticky, not a lot sticky, just a little bit. The shovel just like,
Oh, come on.
and he pulls it off of it.
Make do when you're in a situation.
Oh, it's very handy. If I didn't find myself sitting in one less than 24 hours ago with a creepy crawler biting at my ankles, I would be more willing to recline and relax. But that memory's still pretty fresh.
Now, with Hollowyards, this is kind of me having a question about how the world is. We would probably ship rations out for someone like this every once in a while.
Yep.
All right, I just want to keep that in mind. I might throw something
Probably on
that
like a
back to the town.
monthly basis.
Yeah,
would
like
get
they
a
just
shipment of
get a
food.
big chunk of them in, and then they store it all in.
Yep.
Okay.
You see them go over to a kind of slapdash cabinet and open it and begin rustling through some feathers, or not feathers, letters. Sorry, letters. Takes them about a minute, and they produce one pretty quickly, and they bring it back over.
Here. It only came in. Must have been. Time gets away from you. Couple weeks ago?
A couple of weeks back? Would it have come with your shipment?
It was delivered independently. A special courier from the Undertow brought it down with them and delivered it to me. Said it was very important that I understand it by a certain time.
He takes it and he puts it, he kind of slides it down the table towards you guys. As he does, you see that the seal's been broken, obviously, but you see the waxy seal of the Table of Governors on it, which, as explained before, it is something that only the governors would have the seal to put on a thing, meaning that this was sent or at least approved by a governor or someone who had access to a very convincing fake, but it looks to be completely genuine.
Did the courier give you a name? I know it's been a while back, but if you could try and remember for me.
I do not believe that they did. They came in, delivered it, told me to be swift in my understanding of it, and I was. And then they saw themselves out, and I didn't see them or theirs again until the Undertow's next visit, which was 4 days after that, I believe.
All right, that was a couple of weeks ago, so early this month.
Yes.
All right, first. I'm going to take the envelope out of the letter, or the letter out of the envelope, there we go, and read it.
Yep. In this particular case, it wouldn't even have an envelope. It'd just be a folded paper with the seal clasping it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but when you open it, the letter describes that they believe that this Hollowyard is likely at nearing capacity, as happens with Hollowyards every now and then, at which point the construction of a new one has to happen, but that the town is not yet ready to open a new Hollowyard. As such, they're going to try to make room in this one. This happens from time to time. It describes that Undertow agents will be coming to dig up and remove bodies. Their names will be etched on the greater graves, which you would know are the large stone tablets that are on the outside. Anyone that is not presently in a grave, their name is written on there in memoriam. That people will be removed so graves can be freed up for more people as they prepare a new Hollowyard gravesite. And that the keeper, Bothrak, should simply allow the Undertow members coming to remove bodies to do so. Stay out of their way.
Can I hang on to this?
If you're with the Undertow, I see no reason why not. Has there been some change in the directions?
When we were sent out, we were given no notification of this letter being sent. We think this might be either sent in error or it might be connected to an ongoing investigation.
Oh, well, my work here is very important. It's likely perhaps you simply were not informed. Perhaps it is above your pay grade. But yes.
Perhaps.
You may absolutely keep it. Will you be doing any of the work while you're here?
We were not sent to retrieve any bodies, no. Simply the unfortunate governor in absentia.
Yes, yeah, that's very unfortunate. Congo has been very good to me while I've been here. I used to work in the foundry a while back before I was assigned here, and he's made sure I've been treated very well during my stay, sending me materials to upkeep, wood, cloth, an extra ration or two. I'm sad to hear that he may be in danger.
He had several Undertow members with him, along with a personal entourage. I'll trust that they've been keeping him safe, but if they're stuck somewhere or anything else, then, well, that's our job to see to it.
If I may ask, is this related to why the captain also visited?
The captain? Which one?
Their names escape me because I believe when I left the town she was not yet one. A blue-skinned, whitish really. Hadislan with icy horns.
Which you would recognize as Leona, who is your captain.
Leona? Did they come personally?
I'm going to get you a picture of her. And I'm going to give it just to you.
Ooh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Damn it, I want to see.
Not too bad. Only he gets to see.
Damn it.
Racist.
Why you don't like me? Now I'm sick and I'm not being able to see. That's crazy.
That's racist.
They should, I believe, they're presently here. They and another guest arrived not all that long ago. They arrived yesterday? Then they said that they would stay here to see to their business and regain their strength and head back. The letter told me to stay out of the way of the Undertow members, so I assumed that would also mean with her.
I see. The others that came to exhume bodies, they arrived separately then?
I haven't seen them in several days, and I've yet to refill the graves that they opened last time. Yes, they have always come on their own in batches with some hired help, some robed men.
All right, thank you. If Leona's here, I'd like to go speak with them. I don't suppose either of you have any questions, I can't imagine.
No.
I know that when they arrived, Leona briefly said that they were only here to escort the elven man who came with her. He's been here many, many times. I'm used to his face. He's been coming here since, must be 7 or 8 years he's been making regular trips here.
You see them kind of stare off into space.
And yet we've only spoken maybe 4 times. Strange the things you don't think about.
Any like outgoing features of this man?
They are an elf who dresses in Kohulian clothes, which is peculiar. They carry 2 weapons, both quite long swords. And they wear many beads and have long, frankly, glorious white hair.
I mean, it sounds like quite the looker.
Glowing praise coming from yourself.
This description seems familiar to you, Lilia.
That's why she's just like, sounds like quite the looker.
Like there's just this rack in her brain and is just like,
Okay. No further question. What do they talk about?
They have mostly simply asked me how I've been. And strangely, in their visits, that must happen every few months or so, they tend to ask me if anyone has been to visit a specific set of graves. Though they stopped asking that several years ago. And then they pay their respects to those same graves. And then they leave, usually without saying anything further.
There's a lot of beads, long, flowing, luscious, white mane of tamed, coiffed hair.
Whoa.
Damn.
2 swords.
Y'all should write books. My God.
Let's see. And talking about specific graves. Who are in the graves?
Yeah. Who's in them?
My memory is not what it once was. Let me think. That section, it's all fairly new. I believe that the section they go to... Oh, yes, it's... there is one grave that remains, I believe, no name is upon it, but it's a family grouping. Oh, who was it? Oh, the Leporidae family.
Huh? Wait, my family? Why my family?
No, the Leporidae family.
Okay.
A wonderful set of fluflins. I believe that the only graves there are the grandparents of... They must be grandparents. There hasn't been an addition to that grave site in quite some time.
So they visit my family graves?
No, the Leporidae family graves.
My family graves.
To help you, Hollow Keeper, this is Lilia Laporte.
They
Hi.
sort of wobble with their mouth just kind of agape slightly for a second as they look at you as you say that.
Hi.
Are you a Laporte?
Yeah, Capro. I'm his daughter. Capro Laporte.
No, Laporte.
That. Yeah, Mr. Capro Laporte. I'm his daughter, Lilia Laporte.
Bothrak.
Points to himself.
And they're the Laporte graves, yes.
Oh my God.
I can feel the IQ points leaving her head.
Well, if it's all the same, we'd love to go have a talk with my captain and their friend.
If they are still here, then I welcome you to do so. Just as per that letter, make sure you don't bother them too much.
Oh, don't worry, I'm undertow. It's our job to bother
Yeah,
people.
we'll be quiet as a mouse.
All right.
Sure, that second thing, I suppose.
Yeah. Right?
All right. As you guys do that, those of you who are going to investigate at the same time, same place. Actually, let me check something. I don't think we're getting a break today, gang.
Okay.
But normally we take a break at about an hour and a half, but we're at about 2 hours, so let's just keep going, aiming for 3. Heckin', you guys head up. Well, they head up to talk. You head up into the center of this split that heads 3 ways off into effectively 3 different graveyards. The graves that are up there. So one of the paths, I'm gonna say compass directions as though the map was
North, south,
oriented
east,
to the
west.
compass, even though it might not be. To the east, there is one that lets out into this large pit that then raises up onto the other side. There's graves set in a pretty uniform manner within it. Going counterclockwise from that, there's one where lines of graves go up, and earth is tilled in this upward fashion, and there's effectively these elevated plateaus of land that the graves are built into, and then a path that walks around underneath them. Going counterclockwise from that, the final grave pit, based on what you can see as you move forward, plus you may also have possibly been told about this place in the past, there are these layers, these effective little cliffs of graves that move down with a path walking along the side of them. As you walk forward, Lawrence, you would never have been here before, so you wouldn't necessarily know. You see on the left side, on the west side of the area, there are these massive stones that, as I described before, they look like huge grave markers, and just hundreds of names are chiseled into them one after another. In the same way that, like war memorials
Like
and stuff.
soldiers, yeah. Yeah, I was thinking it.
But you would have a general knowledge that it's not of soldiers and whatnot, it's just of people whose bodies are not present here. It's people who either had to be removed or their graves became free due to decomposition or what have you. They are recorded on there to note that they were here.
Again, you said that like a bunch of the graves were dug up, right?
You would have to get closer and investigate the actual specific grave sites if you wanted to, but
I would.
which of these graves would you like to? Which of these grave sites? Let's go clockwise, A, B, and C. The one that's on the top left hand, we'll say that's A, and then going around clockwise, B and C. Which one would you like to go to? And you know
it's
what?
The little...
And you know what? You know what
Yeah.
else? You want to know another thing?
What?
One more
Yeah.
thing.
What?
That cloud effect is really thick.
It's real fucking thick. It's dangerous.
It
There
do
you
be
go.
thick though.
It do be thick though.
Yeah, damn.
There.
Okay. So, the actual grave markers, are they like the stones?
Yes.
Like the gray stones? Okay.
What look to be several hundred gravestones, depending on where you
Yep.
go.
Okay. I will go for the one like right in the middle.
Okay, so B, so up here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. As you walk up towards that, Scarn, I assume you're accompanying young Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm going with.
You got this,
It's
bub.
just, yeah, we're kind of just lumbering. Well, I'm lumbering.
Yep.
Again, if you gotta heave, just do it. Just do it. Feel better.
It's not coming out.
You guys see
Well, yeah,
there's
no, you don't wanna
effectively
force it, you
these
just feel- you
4
just feel worse if you
paths
do
of
that.
gravestones that go up, and then back down. 2 of them in the middle go up on these mini cliffs. And as you look around, I'd like both of you guys, if you would, please roll me investigation.
Okay.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, I have no modifier for this.
Did I just double click it?
No,
Oh,
you
you
have
have- it's-
disadvantage because
yeah.
you're exhausted.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
An 11's pretty
Oh, I
okay
forgot
on
about-
disadvantage. 12.
As you go to look around, you guys do find that there is, in this section alone, about 10, maybe 12 graves that have been dug up, and whatever was in them, whether it was coffins or just bodies, they do appear to have been exhumed and removed entirely. As you approach, you see on the ground there are what look like tread marks, as though a wagon had been moved through here, which the caves here are actually large enough that you could do that. You
Yeah, I'm
see the
realizing
dirty
by the
tracks.
size.
Hmm?
I was realizing by the size of like our side stuff. We're kind of small.
It's true.
You're kind of
It's
small.
a big map, yeah.
Compared
Yes.
to the map right now. Yeah.
A very big map.
You can zoom in. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Oh no,
scroll.
yeah. I was just like,
Yeah. But no, it's a lot of fucking land. It's a big old map.
we got a
Right.
big old map. We can drive. There's a wagon. There's enough for a wagon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And the further you go down, even though it makes no proper sense, there's a tendency that the caverns do tend to get bigger the further down you go. So, though getting a wagon from the top down to here would be difficult, as you progress further down, as long as you know, like, as long as you can pass through the caverns and, like, ravines and such, wagons could easily move through there. To the point that there's a whole sub-area that if you go down too far, you end up in what we would know as the Underdark, at which point you can find caverns large enough to build cities in.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Interesting.
Is there anything in particular you guys would like to do while you're over here?
I would like to look at one of the dug up graves and really inspect it.
Okay. Roll me another investigation check.
Okay. That's a 7.
As you go over to it, the best that you can do is to be like, this is a grave that was full and now not full.
Can I rock
Master
one?
detective.
Yeah, sure. Roll investigations card.
Hell yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna be like, look, kid, I can figure this out. Very sickly.
Skarn proceeds to vom into the grave.
That's desecration, dude. No, don't throw up in there. Damn. Oh, it's already been pretty desecrated though.
There's nothing.
Oh, we should cover that up. Like kick some dirt in to cover up his vomit. Good.
Look back at each other. We saw nothing. Goes to another grave.
Yeah, we saw nothing. Nothing happened here. Yup.
Moving to other graves in the same area.
Yeah.
So you move around, you see there's a lot of relatively new footprints down here. Because of where you are, the soil is relatively moist on a consistent basis. So like footprints remain and there isn't any wind or anything to weather them away. So you see new footprints that all look relatively humanoid in shape around. You also see, as you look around, little strikes, little lines of earth in the ground where it looks like shovels maybe, or some instrument had been pierced into it, perhaps just to keep them upright while people did other things. As you look around at other graves, you also see that there's drag marks. You presume from coffins or whatnot that had been taken out of the caskets that had been taken out of the graves and dragged along the dirt. The same rolls you guys got before. Beyond that, most of the evidence you see just points to there are people who have been coming here and digging up a lot of bodies.
Okay.
I would like you guys to roll me, and this is going to sound weird, both of you roll me an insight check to see if you notice something.
Interesting.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna suck.
Mine too.
Oh,
You
it
did way
didn't
better
suck.
than me, bitch. Oh my god, you rolled a 19 and an 18. Holy fuck. On disadvantage? That's real fucking good.
Oh, I'm suddenly gone blind. Could you read the results?
Oh, I got an 18, and then it went up to a 20.
Woo, hell yeah. I got a 3.
Which went into...
A 3. I got no modifier, baby.
So maybe it's fitting that you notice this as you walk around. Skarn, you would have a general sense that the graves might be differently spaced based on the physical needs. You know, so there's, a copy hotto does not need the same space as a fearbook. You notice as you look around, the graves that have been exhumed are almost exclusively ones that are of races that would have been like medium to kind of large humanoids, and that ones that appear to belong to halflings, gnomes, capihotto, etc., appear to have been completely ignored.
Okay. So they're searching for medium-sized, unknown dead races. Interesting.
Are you saying that out loud or are you thinking it?
Yeah.
I gave you
Pearls.
2 options there, my boy. Look at it. You're
I'm
saying it
saying
out
it
loud,
out
thinking
loud.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
cool,
saying
yeah.
it out
Cool.
I'm just like looking around, contemplatively speaking out loud, though.
Cool. This is really messed up. Huh.
Is there anything else I can check that I could think of? I don't know. Nah, not that I can see on my stuff.
Around this point in your search, given the amount of time it would have taken, I'd say the rest of you would arrive in like the central area of the central
True, like-
area between all the graves. You would have a pretty good view of them over there, elevated up on this upward incline.
I'm kind of thinking to myself as we're walking, but looking around, just as a point of order, does the Hollowyard look like it's at capacity, ignoring the already exhumed graves?
From what you can see, probably not. These things usually get super packed by the time new ones are built, like to the point that there's just straight up no room to dig. And your knowledge of... Roll me history. Roll me history.
Ooh.
Come on, you dumb motherfucker. That's an 11.
These places, you've been here for a long time, these places tend to get to the point where they start doing kind of almost mass graves before they ever replace them, to the point where the graves will be set, names will be chiseled onto the greater
groups.
stones. These places have to get comically full before they're ever moved on from. And this place is maybe...
It doesn't seem reasonable for this to be getting exhumed.
Feels like this place might have another like 30 or 40 years left on it.
I've started to look at the timeline, and it's possible that our guests that he said he hasn't seen in a few days, depending on his memory, their entrance and exit from their last trip here times up pretty close to when the governor should have arrived. It's possible that they encountered each other.
Had conflict?
It's possible. I can't say for sure.
But where would they have gone from here to there that we wouldn't have passed? It's my question.
Caves are many and deep.
Alright. I'm gonna get Tabasco from my shoulder, put him down. Sniff. Please. Do the sniffy sniff.
He also mentioned there was a new section, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, I figured we might want to go on a walk with Tabasco here and do a sweep, see if there's anything funky.
I
in the
agree. It
ground.
just occurred to me that it's weird to think this place is at capacity when there is a new section.
Tabasco can roll an investigation, or no, he would roll a perception check, which is a +3.
Yes.
I can give you a sheet.
And has
Here it is.
advantage because of keen keen sense. He
Yep,
would have
if you want to
advantage
go
as
onto
well.
his sheet, open it. I just threw it in the chat, and then just like double click on perception to roll it. Then go ahead.
Yes, alright. On to Tabasco. Oh, don't start that.
That was me. It's
Yeah.
because I'm dying. Don't worry about it.
Oh no.
Perception, alright. Perception.
Discreet.
That is-
Inside.
Thank you. Nice.
Tabasco is put on the
That's a
ground. Wings go
17.
straight up. Tail goes straight up in the air. Nose goes
Yeah,
to the
boy.
ground, and like a dog begins sniffing and
find.
moving, kind of in a wave.
Yeah,
Heading,
yeah.
with you having kind of no idea what it's looking for, heading this way,
Yeah, just anything funky. As
leading you
lead us
guys to the edge of this descending series of cliffs. Do you follow?
Glad to go over. It looks like Lori's fine. So yeah, I'll keep with this group.
Okay.
Yep, I'm pursuing.
So you guys head over. You see 3 fire pots are set at the edge of this section, which almost immediately, Desmond, you would kind of just from context clues note that this looks newer than the rest of it. As you guys get over to the edge,
Can we follow? Because, like, just like seeing them rush over.
sure, you guys begin coming up behind them.
Yeah.
And as you do, and as you begin going up towards them, you guys see a figure down a little bit in the caves. I do not have a token to throw down there, but you see an individual who appears to be standing, kneeling, there, where I pointed. 2 of these cliffs down. Each of these cliffs goes down, by the way, about 6 or 7 feet. Kneeling down there, and much like...
one scarn.
What?
It's about one scarn.
1 scarn down.
One singular scarn.
Oh, that's so far.
And as you look down, you see that this individual matches the description, Lilia, that you had just been given, of an elven figure that is wearing dark black and red robes. They have beads wrapped around them. They appear to have 2 swords, as it was noted. They appear to have one very long, guardless silver blade that is pierced into the ground beside them, and another that is wrapped in cloth and appears to have a long red handle that is in a scabbard on their back that looks like it's in a lot worse shape. They're wearing sandals, what you would, as a person, know to be a kimono. They seem to be wearing effectively a shihakusho from Bleach, if we're being real.
Yeah.
And they have these pink and black beads that are wrapped around sections of their body. But you can't make out any details of the front of them, just the back, as they appear to be kneeled in front of a grave and have one of their hands up in front of them.
No sign of Captain Luna?
You do not see them, no.
There's like a little thump on her feet, like little thumper feets, and her ears are doing like flippy twitches. It's just like,
I know who that is, but I don't know who that is.
Roll me a wisdom check for memory.
Is that your pants?
where's? Hold on, wisdom check, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's under abilities or saves, or doesn't matter.
Abilities.
All right.
Like, I don't know. Like, Destiny would be really weird, but that's a 5.
Oh.
You don't remember. You feel like you've seen those exact swords before, but you do not remember.
I know I recall those blades. I've seen them before. I just don't.
Dum 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 dum.
Aww.
Little just thumpy feet, like
I just don't know where.
dum 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 dum
Oh
dum.
my god.
Little just frustrated bunny thumps.
You're easy to understand. I like you. He's gonna start walking down towards the figure. Take the longer route. He's not gonna climb down or anything. He's just gonna follow the walking path.
Okay. As you walk around and as you head down. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. They don't seem to have any reaction to you approaching. As Desmond leaves, is anybody following? Is anybody going with?
I'll send
following.
Tabasco.
I'm following Desmond, for sure.
Lilia will follow Desmond.
I'm staying generally at a higher vantage point, but like 1 or 2 like things up.
Yeah.
So do you want to like get
I'll
down to the
stick with
next
Scarn.
level, kinda?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
about there, kind of like.
Can we post
Watching.
up there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. As you guys approach, you have to get within about 10, 15 feet before this individual properly recognizes that you're there. As you walk forward, you see that they're knelt forward and one of their hands is up and in a praying motion in front of them. It has a very Buddhist appearance, if we're to use real-world allegories. They appear to have their eyes closed and they appear to be giving some kind of prayer, muttering under their breath towards the grave that is in front of them. Then whenever you get close enough, their eye very slowly opens and there you can see their it shift over towards you guys. And as you approach, with your intention clearly being to talk to them, they put their hand down on the ground and they stand, and I do have a picture of them and I will share it with everybody.
Yay, Logan! I'm looking through Tabasco, by the way. Just a heads up.
Whoa.
Is it Desmond tenses a bit?
Effectively the description I gave before.
Oh, they're cool as hell.
Now, as you see them, I need everyone except for Lilia, because you already did a roll. I need those of you who live in the town to roll me a wisdom check for memory.
Oh.
Wizzy
Well.
dizzy.
Uh-oh.
Spoiler tag.
That's a 12.
19, baby.
Damn.
21.
Damn.
Oh wait, sorry. You said whiz.
Wisdom check.
Yeah, I'm describing him to Skarn.
I'm sorry. Abilities over, right?
Yeah, left side.
I'm gonna fail. Okay.
That's
18.
really good.
16 to an 18. Never mind.
Nice. So, yeah, heckin'. Desmond and Skarn. So that makes sense because you guys are probably patrol the most, and Lawrence, you would be the most unlikely to know them. You know that you've seen this person before, but you've never directly encountered them. Desmond. So yeah, Skarn, you've like occasionally, as you've been moving around Gilligan's pit, you will have caught this person having been just kind of moving in and out of crowds very calmly. They're sort of a drifter in the community. They never really speak to anybody. No one even really knows who they are. Desmond, you would know a bit more. You would know that this individual lives in Karagash's sanctuary. No one really knows when they popped up, but sometime within the last decade and some change maybe, they started to be seen around the sanctuary where they spend most of their time, usually out of the way. They're likely given one of the homes around Karagash's sanctuary, the temple to Chan Karagash, the moon rabbit. But even you don't really know anything about them or where they came from beyond that they are definitely from Cahulas.
Can you spell Karagash's sanctuary or Karagash for me?
It's on the town map, but yes, I can. I'll throw it in the
Actually, I have my map. So here it is.
Karagash.
Thank y'all. I thought I had it right.
You would also know this more specifically because you live very close to Karagash's sanctuary.
Interesting.
It is like the pit across from yours. They stand slowly, and there's just sort of a calm silence in the air. You all feel a bit uneasy being near this person. You can't really put your finger on why. But just something
I can
about...
put my finger on why.
Well, you maybe. Something about them, though. Even for a Cahulian, they feel like they dress in an overly traditional manner, outdated by, like, a few centuries. A couple generations, even, by elven standards. And they also appear to be a full elf, as opposed to a half-blooded elf. And as you guys approach, they look towards you. They take a step back from the graves, as though they infer that they are in your way.
Hello there. Your undertow business, having a check-in on some people here. Are you familiar with the Laporte family?
Yes, I am.
How familiar?
Hello, Lilia.
Hi. Have we met? Or have you met my dad and he's told you all about me? Or have you met my mom and she's trying to set us up?
You too, huh?
Did you come here? Did you come here to pay your respects, Lilia?
I mean, I can do that while I'm here. It was not my intent, but I could.
They seem to look a bit disappointed.
Apologies.
I suppose that makes sense. Yes.
Sorry for being a little bit rude. I'm Desmond Brandy Barrel with the Undertow. If I could ask your name?
My name.
Yeah, it's a simple question. Right?
I go by So'un.
So'un.
So.
Pleasure. I've seen you around.
You have?
I apologize if I've come off as antisocial.
I wouldn't begrudge people that.
So then, what brings you all down here today?
Oh, we have some business looking for some people who looks like they might have strayed from the path. But I heard my captain had been around here speaking with you. I was wondering if you'd seen her.
Oh, Leona, yes. She has already headed back to town. Sometimes she comes down with me. She has her own graves to visit. But she paid her respect and she went back ahead of me. I like to spend a bit more time down here, when I can.
And she left earlier today?
I believe so. My ability to tell time down here is not as good as all of yours.
You'll develop a sense for it, I'm sure.
Well, my sense of time has never been all that good.
Soon,
Lilia.
Hmm?
They seem to stop as if they have some kind of expectation for what you might say back, as if they expect you to interrupt them. How has your family been?
I mean, nothing awful or strange, just the usual. You know, Dad works, I work, everyone but the triplets.
I saw
Mom works.
your father is no longer diving, is he?
Yeah, he stopped a while ago.
I was told by another member of the BBTA that he stopped after we went down.
Yeah, I guess so. He, I mean, I still go down, like right now.
You joined the company.
Yeah, I've been here for a while.
10 years?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Then you must have started soon after.
Soon after?
Have you forgotten?
I mean, do you mean the incident when I fell?
Yes.
Well, obviously I haven't forgotten.
You were much younger then. I suppose it's no surprise you don't recognize me.
No, I'm sorry if I don't, but I mean that could have also just been me being
That
too
mission that your
wound up.
father and you went on, along with the others that were there, you were all gracious enough to attempt to escort me to a place I was attempting to find in the pits. But unfortunately, we had to stop early because we were unable to. You must have... Well, with everything that happened, I'm not surprised that you don't remember me.
I'm sorry. I guess I was too wrapped up in the things I saw that day.
What did you see that day?
A field of flowers.
A field of flowers.
But not many, if anybody, actually believe me. They thought maybe I just hit my head and saw things, but...
That's a beautiful memory. I can't imagine that it matters if anybody believes you.
It's down here somewhere.
The field?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Is that what you're looking for?
I mean, I don't look for it day in and day out, but, you know, when I get a chance, I take an extra glance. I take a different roundabout. Maybe might run into it. Haven't gotten lucky yet. It's gotta be here somewhere if I fell into it. And what were you looking for?
I just come here to pay my respects to those that we've lost. Or do you mean on that day?
Yeah, on that day.
That's my own personal business. Suffices to say, something that I can't find on my own. And it came at a cost I'm not willing to repeat last time. So, for now, I've given up on trying to find it through exploration.
I mean, I could still keep an eye peeled.
Plus, I'm not entirely sure I even know what it looks like.
Well, I'm sorry we couldn't help you at that time.
No, it was my fault. I asked too much of everyone.
Well, I don't think anybody blames you for anything, and honestly, it's our job to know this place like the back of our hands. So if we couldn't find it, it's just as much fault of the BBT than anybody else.
His eyes seem to shift from you over to Lawrence. Young man.
Yeah.
Could you come here?
I look to Desmond.
There's something I would like to say. Quietly, between you and I.
I look to Desmond like, should I go over there?
If you feel comfortable, kid. If you don't, then you don't gotta do nothing.
I don't know how I feel. Do you think I'll be okay?
I don't think this guy's gonna hurt you.
Okay. I go over there.
Alright. You walk over to them, putting a fair amount of distance between you and everyone else. As you walk towards them, you find this individual is not all that tall. They kind of looked it because of their stature, but as you get close to them, you find they're like 5'8", 5'9".
Okay.
And as you get close, though, you notice that they have distinctly red eyes that are catching the light and reflecting it back in a way that you hadn't noticed when you were over there. And as you get closer, the unease that you felt the first time you saw them grows more and more, as if something in the back of your head is telling you that you should not be near this person. You had this quiet fight or flight response in the back of your mind that is telling you that you should flee.
I fucking have like a kind of fingery twitch. Like if something goes wrong, I'm gonna like have a fucking dagger come out of my little wristband thing because I'm all afraid.
As you get close, they take a few steps towards you. I'd like you to roll me as you go forward a perception check.
Desmond's just locked onto Soon.
That's a 13.
You don't quite notice it then. But as you walk forward, they take a couple steps towards you. You're a bit sure. You're 4 something, right?
Okay, let me double check.
They do lean down a little bit to get closer to you, and very quietly, out of the earshot of everybody else.
4'6".
Yeah, so they're like a
Yeah.
foot and some change taller than you.
Okay.
They take the very long silver blade that they have, and they sort of they lean down, they set it on the ground very slowly, and then lean back up to you. And you feel like those red eyes, these pupilless, almost red eyes, focus on you, pierce through you. But strangely, you don't detect any kind of malice despite the response that they give you, despite the feeling they give you. And very quietly, out of earshot of everyone else, when did it happen? You don't have to tell me what it is, but how long ago?
Logan, like a week? Like 2?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. 2 weeks?
You say that to them?
Yeah. I'm like really scared, so I feel like I have to.
That makes sense. And it has only just begun to set in.
Yeah.
Would you mind? I'm going to reach my hand toward you. I would like you to not attempt to stop me.
Okay.
They bring up their hand, the one that is has the bracer on it that is covered in the beads, and as they reach them towards you, you see that the gem-like pink beads on their arm, there's this like faint energy that swirls inside of them, this like almost starlight that it wisps in them as it comes close to you, and as they reach towards you, they reach past you, over your shoulder, and they open their hand as if they're going to grab onto your neck.
Take it easy, friend.
As their hand, outstretched, in such a way that it looks like it's going to clasp around the side of your neck, it grips about an inch away from your skin, and as it does, you feel this paralyzing shock run up your spine. And then very suddenly, they rip their arm outwards away from you. You swear you hear this as they do, as though roots were ripping, as if plant matter was being destroyed, and their arm just shifts out to the side, but there's no visual indication of anything they did. You feel calm. You feel that feeling, that fight or flight response that you had subsides. And then you feel this wet streak on the side of your face as you realize the eye that is closest to where they did that, a single tear escaped without you realizing it and went down your face.
What did you just do?
This pain is yours, and nobody deserves to take it away from you. They lean down and they grab the blade, flip it around backwards, and they stand. And without saying anything else to you, they walk past you in the direction of the rest of the group.
I'm standing just like kind of frozen still. Feeling my feelings.
Desmond's got one hand on the gun.
I turn around to like watch them walk to the others.
They do. They walk seemingly without fear towards Desmond. There's no hostility that you sense, but a lot like with Lawrence, as they get closer to you, you feel uneasy.
What did you do to the boy?
It would be very difficult to explain. And if I'm being totally honest, I'm not entirely certain I know. But I believe I've allowed them to live with things. His eyes look to you and seem to inspect you and look at the area around you, Desmond. This looming figure who feels like a threat to you. They seem to be inspecting the ground around you, the air around your neck. Not that you would understand.
I suppose I wouldn't.
Lilia, I'm uncertain if your family would even recall me. But if you would pass on my condolences and tell them that I hope that they are okay, I would appreciate that.
Condolences for what?
There's a quiet, sad smile as you say that, and they seem to look to the ground as if internally distraught. Then with the clinking of beads and metal, they step away and they move past all of you, unless somebody attempts to stop them. And they begin leaving.
You know, run to the kid.
Yep.
Hey,
Tabasco through as Pepper flies over.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You fair.
Didn't hurt you, did he?
No. You can see that I've been crying.
Hey, come here, kid.
Oh.
Thump, 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 thump.
He asked me when it happened and I told him. I don't think he knew what it was, but I told him that it happened 2 weeks ago. I'm saying it so quietly just to Desmond.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. That's fine. You did good, kid.
I don't feel like it.
The individual stops.
I'll be okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll be okay. I'm just trying to like fucking wipe it off. Be like, I'm okay. I'll be okay.
The individual stops at the top, just before exiting everyone's view. They look over their shoulder, vaguely in the direction of Skarn and Pepper.
Well,
The unusual currents are deeper. Turns
What
further
unusual
towards Pepper.
Currents. What is talking about?
yeah. That so?
I do not recognize you.
I'm new in town.
You would have to be.
Distant thumps.
The strange currents that flow below Gilligan's pit coalesce in agony's throat. They flow with the waters, but are not the waters.
Thumps approaching. Thumps approaching. she's big. How far away are they?
They are, so he would be at this point about, don't do that. I just tried to move the mouse on OBS. I am a genius.
Oh no!
You are
done
so
that before.
smart.
They'd be about up here at this point.
They're
They're projecting down enough that everyone would hear them.
Yeah, they were probably just trying to catch up into a certain point. It's like, you can't be so freaking vague.
I'm saying everything that I know. But the thing is, there's no point in telling these things to those that don't necessarily understand them. So to that end, they look back towards Pepper. I'm uncertain what the currents are. Be certain if you follow them that you do not get caught up in them.
Condolences for what? I'll try my best. That's all I can do.
And if you're going to have others here, follow those currents. Be sure that they're safe.
Right.
They turn.
Sure, we can do that.
And they
We'll add that
walk
to our
away.
docket.
She just stops midway and just starts freaking thumping.
Okay, Scarn.
So much thumping.
Scarn, so what had happened
Angry
was
Boonie.
that Beads motherfucker just came up over there and started talking, and then he's
No,
like,
I get
"Kid,
it,
come over here." All right.
I'm just confused about what they're saying.
That's it. I'm looking at the graves. Thump, 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 thump.
Oh,
Go
the
to my
game
family
is
Going to the
good. I'll
graves?
tell you what.
Go to my family grave. The fuck is he looking at? The fuck is he talking about?
So
as far
you
as I know, my
see-
immediate family's alive.
You see two of your grandparents' graves on your mother's side, because you know that your father settled in this town when they married your mother. Their family's likely buried elsewhere, but you find your grandparents on your mother's side are buried here. And you also find one other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, the grave that he had been kneeling in front of has no name. It's completely blank.
The keeper mentioned this place didn't have a, or rather this grave didn't have a name.
Yeah, that's what he said. But,
What was the other name that the old man said? It was her family name and another name with a...
Oh, he said his own name.
Yes,
Oh.
when you're saying Capro, like Laporte, as though to your dad, he was clarifying. He thought you were calling him Capro, so he was like, Thariq. And then to you, like, Laporte. He's senile and did not understand that you were
Okay.
trying to say you're the Laporte of the Laportes. From his perspective, you just kept calling him Capro, and he was like, what?
God damn it. I guess this is one thing I should be asking Papa when I get back up. If this grave has anything to do with my family, which I don't see why. We don't have a mystery, long-lost family member. And I don't think Papa would hide things from me. Thump, 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 thump.
Kind of aside to Lilia, Pepper will just mumble, I'm assume that's not your prance.
No. He was like so much
Sorry.
better. They were like so much better.
You have a prince?
You're putting the bar pretty high. That guy was like full elf. He was practically glittering.
Oh, he was gorgeous. Stunning, even.
Well, I didn't
but
say
also-
all that.
But also speaks in riddles and is stupid.
Oh.
So he can't be my prince.
Oh, so you're looking for a prince.
Well, I don't know if he's actually a prince.
You said my prince? You know one like specifically?
No,
I mean, I could be your prince. What's up?
not you.
You even know...
You
Sure.
weren't even born.
You're supposed to play with dirt. What's going on here?
Why am I supposed
Don't
to?
you
play
have a
with
stick
dirt?
to go find?
You weren't even
What?
a twinkle in
I
your
don't
dad's
know.
eye. You didn't even know your dad.
It's like what 10-year-old boys
I-
do.
I didn't know my dad. That was me, Lilia. I'm very raw right now. That guy made me cry.
Damn.
Okay, I'm sorry.
On that note, you do feel more emotionally vulnerable than maybe normal. Not in the way that you're out of control of your emotions, but ever since he did what he did, you feel strangely connected to what has happened recently.
Oh no. Okay. Then yeah, I am like crying. Yeah.
Oh God.
Come here.
Kid, hold on. I get my
No, I'm-
neckerchief off. I hand him like the little hanky.
No, she's gonna hand him her ear.
Thanks.
Or use Lilia's fucking ear. All right. Wouldn't be my move, but
No, see, because here's a logic, Pepper. I deserve this. I
an
made him
earful
try
of
to-
snot?
Yeah, I deserve it because I made him cry out of my own, out of me losing my own temper, which is not fair in any way and not
So
professional as
you're
someone from the BBT.
self-flagellating with snot?
Look, I can just like, look, I can wipe it or something. Look, it's fine. It's just freaking.
I know. I
Alright,
can use
no.
the hanky that
Worse on
she
my
gave
ear.
me to clean it up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean
No,
to
it's
make a
fine.
mess of
I've
your
gotten worse
beautiful
on my
ears.
ear. Like, it's okay.
You're just trying to make me feel better.
You've got
Come here. Come on, hug. Hug.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Lori, that
okay.
all happened.
I mean, my mom told me really cool things about my dad. Like he was like a noble
Yeah?
and stuff. Yeah, he's really cool.
A noble.
Yeah,
Huh.
He's like a king or
What?
something. I don't know. He keeps prattling on about it.
yeah, he's really cool.
Lack of like, where do you think?
Like the land far away or something like that. I don't know a whole lot about it. Something about like a Lions Council.
That sounds
like-
groovy.
Yeah, it seems really cool. My dad seems
Yeah,
really
he sounds
cool.
like he sounds like an awesome guy, and
Explains why I'm
that
so
makes you
awesome.
like a noble too.
That's why
It
you're so
does,
cool.
right? Like I have my mom's
So,
last name,
like-
but like Vanderbilt would be a really cool last name for me too, right?
Lawrence Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it'd be really cool.
Huh.
I'll find him and then I'll know him and then I won't have to be sad about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you'll be even cooler than you are already.
You guys think I'm cool?
Yeah,
I mean, I
you're
know
so
I know I'm cool. and
Dude,
brave,
you're
and I-
carrying you're carrying like 5 instruments on you or something. That's
well,
pretty
like-
gnarly.
Did
like
you guys go down there?
3, but
I imagine we regrouped.
Yeah.
Did you
Doing what
guys?
Pepper say?
Cool. Did you guys go
Oh,
up to where
I
they
thought
were?
Lilia came up.
We were at the grave last, so probably still there. I imagine Lilia probably wouldn't want to leave right away.
Mm-hmm.
So just because everyone's talking like in a group, which is fine, but I just want to know where
Yes.
everybody is.
Yeah, I'd say at the grave.
At this point,
Yeah.
I think Skarn would basically just move down there.
So everyone
If
kind of
they
went to the
didn't come
grave.
up, we
is
would
that the
join
idea?
them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, real quick, as you guys are talking about the grave, talking about whoever this Vanderbilt guy is. Desmond. Actually, wait. Who has the highest passive perception? Lilia?
Me, 13.
You see a much less interesting shadowy figure. Their body mostly cast in shadows because of the fire pots that are up on the top of the cliff, but you see at the top a figure wearing tattered robes as if they're trying to cover themselves, looking down from the top, who was not there before. And you only hear them because you only see them because you hear this kind of unsophisticated just coming from up there, and your eyes dart up, and you see an individual who at first just looks like someone who might have come down to the graves. But as you look at them for more than a couple of seconds, you see that the light reflecting off their skin is reflecting this greenish hue. And you see that they have their hands up, and they're like vaguely clawing at their own chest, just barely, move as if in confusion, as if they don't know what to do. And you see that the end of their hands is blackened. It looks almost like some rotting element was streaming back from their weirdly contorted hands, as you see someone who appears like the image I'm about to show you, looking down with a perplexed, worried look on their face, making just grotesque, just as they seem distressed by all of you being there, and with you seeing them,
What?
I think I would like to call it for this week.
Oh, you
Because we're past 3 hours.
Oh,
Carrie! What was up? What's the matter? Carrie!
what was up?
I want to hug Lori.
Complete opposite of last week. Want to punch Lori in his stupid face.
His shenanigans kept going, but
Yeah.
I took a different approach.
I'm just gonna look at chat since we're done, because I got to do a thing. There it is. There it is.
That's a
Hell
big fucking
yeah.
bomb to drop.
That's what I wanted. Oh.
What the? That's so beautiful.
Ah, this
Woo.
is
There they are.
yeah, Black Ace, I know I suck. Yeah, don't worry about it.
No, you're great.
You know, you're great, got him.
You know what? We're wrapping up, so why don't I go ahead and put some chipper music on.
Put some chipper music on.
For a nice chipper session.
Yeah.
We had
Such
so
good
much
roleplay.
fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You guys had fun
Real
today?
good roleplay today. Yeah. I
Every
mean,
day.
just as
I'm
you
totally not destitute. After getting
Die of
nightmares
dysentery.
and dysentery.
Nightmares, poisoned, and then confused by a strange Japanese man. I feel like I'm having a hard time thinking with all the
It's like I don't know what's going on.
Oh, Scarn. I want to give you a flat Coca-Cola.
Ginger ale, please.
Oh.
And some saltines.
Carrie is Unkunk as a child. Carrie is not Corvus Valorbill, no.
No.
Corvus.
What the fuck?
Man, he grew up fast and in the future.
Crazy.
Because it's what, 756, and it's vestige is
roughly
758,
It's
right?
roughly a year and 3/5 of a year before vestige.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's this game takes place in very late 756. Vestige began in mid-early 758.
Hilariously, that means Lucent just died like a couple months ago.
Damn! Oh no!
I think that roughly lines up.
Because 2 years ago for Vestige would have been when
Yeah.
Miriam and Quinn's dad died, so it would have been just a bit before this.
Damn. Dude, I need to get a timestamp and send it to Cody. I need to fucking get him. I need to get his ass.
No,
All right.
let him find out.
He won't. He won't unless chat are like, yo, did you know about Lawrence? And he's gonna be like, what do you mean? Like, I can't.
Alrighty. Well, people at home, we will be back again next week to figure out whatever's going on with Mr. Chest Grasper.
Oh,
Until then, it all made sense to me.
Of
Yup.
course it did to you. Of course
so
it did to
everybody
you.
shit, you fuck.
Until then,
Have
YouTube,
fun.
we'll see you guys next time. Have fun with your week, and thanks for coming around.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody. We love you.
Mwah!